Sandy is a very special pit bull. This is my first pit bull, but she's extremely affectionate and loving to pretty much anyone who really steps in my house.
Look at you, look at you.
As lead singer of the band Rooney, Robert spends much of his time on the road.
I was just finishing a tour, and I was thinking about rescuing a dog when I got home.
When Sandy ran in front of his car in a heavily trafficked part of LA, Robert didn't hesitate to help.
I called her over. She jumped right on my lap. She was very friendly right away. She did not have a collar, no chip, and she looked like she had, had a lot of puppies. She was a little underweight. So all these things made me a little suspicious. I felt like they were breeding her and selling the puppies. Yeah, I brought her home. She was underweight. She was pretty dirty. I cleaned her up. And a lot of people were like, that's so crazy that you just let her jump in your car and she didn't know her. She's a pit bull. She was on the street. But I just felt like something was right about it, and I could tell that she wasn't gonna hurt me.
Having heard that my brother had found this pit bull led me to have certain concerns. For me, pit bulls, it's not, ooh, a pit bull. But there was a certain next levelness of having to be a more astute and careful dog owner.
The next day, there was a big basketball game on, and I had some friends over.
One friend asked if he could bring his dog, a pug named Euclid.
So I said to Will, please don't bring Euclid over because I don't know her history. But he thought it would be okay. So I let him bring his dog over. She was cool. I didn't see anything, there was no problem. They started playing more and more, and then eventually the playing turned rough playing, and then she eventually attacked him. It was really shocking because we were all gathered around watching them play, talking about how cute it was that they were getting along.
I heard about the incident. I kind of sighed well, all of these certain fears that I had had and concerns were sort of realized in an instant.
The next thing that happened was I took Sandy on a walk. And this is a very walking friendly, everyone's smiling, there's no problems. And then here I walk in with my pit bull, and there's this very small, a Chihuahua, and it was laying on the ground. It was probably an older dog. We were strolling by, and I let her smell the dog and check the dog out. She immediately attacked the dog. She grabbed the dog's face, neck. The dog was on a leash, so she was tugging the dog and shaking the dog. And I was trying to pry her mouth open. She released the dog. The dog was okay, there was no cuts. But it was a scene. I've been doing my best to control her when there's other dogs around. Walk away, cross the street, avoid. And it's such a bummer to avoid.
Leave it.
As Sandy's incidents of aggression multiplied during their first 2 months together, Robert realized he needed help.
I hope that Cesar can help me understand what needs to be corrected and where things are coming from, what's triggering her behavior. Because I know she's such a great dog, and I feel like I can offer her a really loving home and a loving life and a quality life.
Whoa, easy.
Cesar will face an additional challenge in rehabbing Sandy because Robert and his band tour frequently.
She's already attacked two dogs. One was a friend of mine had a pug that he brought here.
Yeah.
It was on day 2 of me having her, which I urged him not to bring
the
dog. Yeah. I've seen behavior, whether it's jumping on people, obsessed with animals in the trees and hunting, digging holes in the backyard.
All that in a few months, huh?
All that in a few months, yeah. This is just a behavior I've noticed.
When a person has respect, the dog never bites.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is always, how do I gain her respect?
Right.
During the consultation, a little dog got out, and that's what gave me the opportunity to evaluate the aggression level of Sandy.
Is he out of here? Yeah, he's out. That was the first dog she had that problem.
Oh.
They haven't seen each other since.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty bad. So in a situation like that, what do you do?
What do I do? Come here. Come here. Hey, sit. Sandy. Hey, leave it. Leave it. Sandy. Hey. Sandy, come here. Hey, leave it, Sandy. Hey, good girl. Good girl.
Let me have my leash tied. When a dog is excited, anxious, nervous, in this case, the dog is in a hunting mode, you know what I mean? Using the name is the wrong thing to do.
Right.
Everything she's hearing right now is related to that state. You can use a sound once, but after that, it's best not to use anything. When they're at this level, like that intensity, sound is meaningless. Silence has more power than sound. You can feed that.
Right.
You know, you can feed that into, like, go back into that state.
Right.
Now, finally, the nose kick thing. I gotta be honest, it's really bad. A dog that wants to hunt, not to eat, it's just to hunt. And when we saw her reacting from the presence of the pug, that was really bad. What I'm gonna do right now is just bring her with Junior. Just so you know, a balanced dog can also mirror the unstable dog, so this will be a very good challenge for Junior. This is what I'm gonna show Robert, that a new person can create a new beginning or can make a dog even worse. Keep looking at my energy, like super mellow. More than you ever see me mellow. Come on, let's go here. So here, we just gotta, ooh. So she gave a little bit of preparation to target. Angel is right there at the window. Look, this is Bobia level 2. So I'm surprising her. So in reality, I wanna keep her submissive, not scared. Look, alertness. This is body language. Every time she gets ears forward, she's gonna be corrected because we know what her intention is, to target the dog. And if she targets the dog, she kills the dog. That's how bad it is. See, that's bad. This is bad right here. This is good. That's a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If I keep her in that state, in the excited state, and then I bring it in, I'm setting her to fail. See it? So a calm dog is a happy dog. So as long as she stays behind, I can provide leadership or guidance just with energy and body language. It's all about the eyes. If she sees a dog, she wants to get him. Very good. Saw it? Because I'm touching the dog, she believes I'm attacking. This is the fine line where a dog can become scared or the dog can become submissive. And this is when you need to know. And it takes 1 second. See, that licking on the lips is a sign that she's getting excited. I don't want him out. I just want him out. You know, Junior also picked up on my vibe. He was a little too naive because I was too mellow. That he was coming towards Sandy, and in my mind, Junior, are you crazy? Ooh, look at the eye. Look at this eye contact right here. You can see it right here. She's ready to be smelled, which makes her submissive, but if she starts smelling, she's too tense. I will be rewarding tension, and I will be setting her to fail. Sandy will take your face off or take somebody's dog's face off or ear, whatever she touches. She's not ready to smell. The worst case scenario you can ever be, which a dog that wants to hurt another dog. And so you want to really fast help. But in reality, we need to begin a solid foundation. We don't have a solid foundation. We have a relationship that has no foundation. I really hope that people understand that your own energy can make a dog incompatible to your relationship, even though your heart is in the right place. We have seen a little bit of the ear. We need to begin a solid foundation. All right, come on. It's best if you go back to basics and you do baby steps. They're coming in this direction. I've just moved to the other side. She doesn't know how to see eye contact as friendship yet. Look. So, even from far away, you're still working on it. Now we're gonna let a dog off leash.
Okay.
You're gonna see what happens if a dog follows you.
Right.
Okay, come on, Junior. So here we... Look, see that eye contact and all of that? Look, there you go. So if he gets close, waka, like a crocodile. When a human set goals, sometimes they're not reasonable. Sandy is not ready. It's just, she's not ready, and we have to trust our instincts.
To see Sandy under control and to see it happen so quickly, there's no doubt in my mind that we're gonna get there. But it's a process, and something I've always learned is like to enjoy the process.
At the end, what do you got out of this?
I realize that everything I've been doing this far is not the correct way. And also the biggest thing is like the state of mind, because like I do leave the house nervous.
Right.
I leave the house scared. I have anxiety about other animals.
But you saw how he did it, right?
Yeah, no, I think...
Humbly. It's
Right.
very powerful.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is take her so she can have the pack.
When Cesar told me that Sandy should go away, it just feels like the appropriate thing for her right now. Thank you so much. It's exciting that we're both going away at the same time, and then we're both gonna come back together as new, inspired people.
Since Cesar will be filming in New Jersey and England for the next month, he sends Sandy to Sherry Lucas. Sherry operates a no-kill shelter called Second Chance at Love and has worked with Cesar for 12 years.
First thing I did was integrate her into my pack. She immediately went into submissive mode. She head down, tail low, wagging. Everything about her body said, I surrender, I give up. It was amazing because within 2 hours, she was on a pack walk with 11 other dogs. When I first got Sandy, what I noticed about her was that she was naturally very submissive and clearly very insecure. She seemed to me like the kind of dog that was not socialized at all, or a dog that was just sort of out in the yard with no exposure really to people or to other dogs. This is the first dog that Robert's had as an adult, and she is not an easy starter dog. This is a dog with a lot of issues. Sit. The problem with Sandy is that if she does sense any weakness or any soft energy from a human, she'll begin to manipulate that human. And that's where someone's going to get into trouble with Sandy. Good job.
While Sandy stays at the shelter with Sherry Lucas, Robert has been on the road with his band. He travels to see them on a tour break.
At first, I felt like maybe Sandy didn't remember me. I feel like she kind of checked me out and then kind of ran away, and I was like a little hurt about that.
This is the first time I've seen her with dogs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. She's very happy.
She's very happy.
It was a really nice thing to see her enjoying herself as a dog and being able to be a dog, not have to be isolated.
And I'm going to get him going, and then you're going to take the pack. Okay? What I was hoping to accomplish was that he would have a really strong visual of Sandy doing super well and be able to use that to empower himself to have more confidence with her. Nice job, Robert.
I think she's made a lot of progress. She's a lot more mellow, a lot more submissive.
Feel better?
Yeah, that was great.
Since Robert will be going back out on the road with his band, he and Sherry decide that Sandy should remain at the shelter.
An important thing for me is to make a determination as to what's best for Sandy, because that's really what we all want. I think it's essential that anytime you have a dog with an aggression issue, you have to get an owner or a handler that's compatible in order to control her. And I just don't think it's in Robert's nature to be able to do that.
4 months after Cesar first took Sandy, he and Sherry are bringing the dog back to Robert's house.
All right, so Sandy is coming home. Sherry's gonna give us a little feedback about her. So she achieved social behavior at home.
Day one, she came in submissive, polite, head down, tail down. Yeah, I threw her in with like 11 dogs the first day.
Wow.
Yeah.
She can be social in your hands, but not in his hands. So now we know it's not the dog. That's pretty amazing. So what do you think about her owner?
I think he's a phenomenal person, but he's got really soft energy.
That's exactly what I got from him the first day. I hope he see the logic that this is not a good match for the benefit of everybody and her. The next step was to tell Rob about what we think is best for Sandy. I said, well, how I'm going to suggest this news? By the way, we think the dog will be better in a different environment. Go ahead, Cherry Lucas. Hey! Oh, what a welcome. Yeah, we don't get those welcomes. So the only thing I can think of is just be honest. Rob, we're gonna keep it simple.
All right.
Right? That I told you we were gonna have some challenge and we were gonna have to come back until he finally says, you know, I can't take it. Sandy did an amazing rehab with Cherry, you know, when she was telling me about all the things. So she's keeping me in the loop. So the dog is done. But how do you feel about Cherry keeping the dog? Because I don't think it's compatible.
Right.
You know, for your style of life and for the energy that you have.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I feel, my feeling all along has been whatever is best for Sandy.
Thanks, man.
Right?
Yeah.
It's whatever best for
That's
her.
right. His heart is in the right place. Whatever is best for the dog, that's what I want to do. That's beautiful. You know, I was not expecting that. Give me a hug, man. He loves it.
At the end of the day, it's all about Sandy. It's not about, do I want a dog and she's so fun and cute. It's about Sandy.
Don't take it for granted. All your second chances.
I'm a writer and producer. I worked with Warner Brothers Animation in the early 90s. Now I'm currently doing cartoons with the Marvel Comics characters such as Spider-Man and the Hulk. In the same time, I do comic books. You know, I just keep busy all the time.
I'm a voiceover gal. I've got a couple animated series that'll be coming out in 2012. And I also am the seance medium at Hollywood's Magic Castle, which means I do their ghost show there.
Ready, buddy? Ready? Good.
Paul and I haven't always had a dog. We had been married about 4.5 years and saw a rescue site with Boston Terriers on it, and we fell in love with Deuce and Muggsy.
Boston Terriers are just the most appealing little dogs. They have this great look to them. When they trot into a room, they look like little waiters that have just gotten out of a bus crash and are going, what happened? I'm here, what's going on?
Even after they learned Deuce and Muggsy acted aggressively towards other dogs, Paul and Misty decided to adopt them.
Go for a walk? Want to go for a walk?
And like many new dog owners, the couple believed they could cure the dogs of their issues through love and training.
Come on, buddy.
The aggression has not improved at all since we got them.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope.
When a dog walks by, Muggsy just kind of whines, but Deuce immediately gives him that look, and he starts the glare, and you can feel the tension. I mean, you could feel it travel like a lightning bolt up that leash, and you go, oh, hey, buddy.
No, Deuce.
And then all of a sudden, the leaping begins, the lunging begins.
Stop. And he does backflips, and he tears at his leash, and he snaps.
He bites the leash. If Muggsy's near him, he'll bite Muggsy.
And he doesn't just bark, he shrieks. You know, I remember one of the first times we walked them, they saw another dog. Deuce started shrieking, and 2 people ran out of their homes and said, oh my God, what happened? Was he hit by a car? Deuce. And he sounds like he's in horrible agony. I lead a mostly sedentary life because, you know, I work all the time. And I've been watching my weight slowly climb up over the last few months. I got on the scale, found out I weighed 330 pounds. And I was aghast because I didn't think I was anywhere near that.
He finally woke up one morning and said, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna be healthy. And as his wife, who wants him around for a nice, long, healthy time, it made me really, really happy.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, sweetie.
Misty decided to join Paul in his weight loss journey.
Hey, Rudy, don't stop moving!
Then they learned about Thank Dog Boot Camp, a program that allows owners and their dogs to exercise together.
Thank Dog Boot Camp is a obedience and fitness boot camp for dogs and owners to do together. They get to work out with their dog and train their dog, and they get to exercise themselves. The dogs don't have to come in already trained. It's just they have to have a good temperament where we wouldn't have to worry about other dogs' safety.
Unfortunately, Deuce's antagonistic, dangerous behavior keeps him and his family out of the Thank Dog program.
Deuce. Good boy.
The thing that I'm most afraid of is that Deuce will get hurt.
Because he's so worked up. It's like he's so anxiety-ridden that I just fear for him. Less than I fear for myself. I'm afraid that the poor little guy's just going to explode on the spot. Come here.
I'd run rescues back and forth for Boston Buddies, the rescue from which we got Deuce and Muggsy. And I worked with a little guy yesterday who had been mauled because he was fearful and got aggressive with the wrong dog, and the dog fought back. And I'm terrified that that's going to happen to my little guy. And I don't want to see it happen.
I hope that Cesar knows some way into their psyche that we haven't seen yet. And even if it involves being tough with them in a way that we hadn't thought of or hadn't wanted to try, I'm good with that.
Hello.
Hi there.
The boys here have a bad aggression problem with other dogs.
We hide behind parked cars when we try to take him for a walk.
Who's worst?
He is, Deuce.
So how do you behave? What's your emotional reaction when this chaos is happening?
Fear.
Fear.
Yeah, okay.
Fear from all of us. We're just so concerned.
From 0 to 10.
10.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm afraid like he'll snap his back or he'll hurt his leg or something. I don't want him to fly at another dog and lose an eye by getting in a fight because Bostons are prone to that. And I don't want losing control and having him run in front of a car when it's coming. So
That's huge imagination.
Well,
but it's true because it's fear.
Yeah.
See, if you listen to fear, fear has it gives you access to create like the most horrible movies you can ever create. Right?
Yeah.
All those are possibilities in the fearful world. But in the calm, assertive world, that doesn't exist. When you have fear at a higher level, it's like some people don't get out of the house.
Yeah, we're just as afraid as they are.
I mean, we do take them to Griffith
They're
Park
not afraid.
once in a while.
Okay.
They're aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going in this direction, you're going in this direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're very conscious of where they are. They don't lie. I'm aggressive. Yeah. And you ask a dog, how you feel? I feel aggressive. Come here. I will bite you right now.
Cesar decides to let his pack help assess the intensity of Deuce's aggression.
So this is going to be like a psychological shock. He's going to go through, I don't know what, I never seen him go. No fear. So he's not getting fed that. Oh, he's definitely shaking, ready to go. Look at the pupils. So let's shock him. Shock him psychologically. You have a dog that is almost a rock. And so you have to match the level of intensity that dog is projecting with the touch so you can break that state. The neck feels just as hard as, well, this actually, the neck is harder than this wood. Here we have a dog that is sitting down, but is sitting down wanted to hurt that dog so bad. That's better. This is a big shock psychologically. That's good. So you can also read Junior and see how Junior is feeling about him. He's curious, but at the same time, he's tense. And that is a feedback that he's sending.
Today, Cesar has brought along the newest member of his pack, Argos, a greyhound he rescued from Spain, whose front leg has been permanently damaged.
That's good. That's really good. Okay, let's go for a little walk. Go, Junior. Change. We saw a dog that was super quiet, but his intention was super clear. He was really intensely looking at Junior. And every time he got close to Junior, this is what he was saying. If he can touch the dog, he's gonna touch the leash, which is the same thing. If he bites the leash, it's like biting the dog. Hey, every movement he made it with an aggressive way of being. Everything I'm gonna do is to control. And if I can't get that dog, I'm gonna control you. Hey. So this touch that I'm doing, I have to do it because that's what he's doing. He's touching, he wants to touch. His whole strategy is if I touch a dog, I can release all my frustration. There you go. Fight, flight, avoidance. This is more avoidance. He's not submissive yet. This is just a process. See the distance here? He just wanna finish whatever we're doing. He's not really embracing it yet. He's just going through the process of options. So that's what I'm checking in me right now, you know, how do I feel? And he's feeding that energy back. Let's go. Let me, stay in front of us, Rojo. There you go. Everybody agrees to touch a dog physically when a dog is almost killing the other dog. I'm doing it before he begins his ritual of fighting. That way, I can then teach the dog to stay calm, submissive with energy and body language. I feel better. I feel that really did soften him up. Now, what I'm gonna show the owners right now is just that he's not screaming and all of that, so they can see a little bit of it. This is not a 100% dog that you can trust. But I want them to see their dog with other dogs.
Wow. Oh my God.
I didn't think that it was possible to rehabilitate Deuce. Watching him walk around the corner, the waterworks just started immediately because for the first time there was hope.
All right, I just want you to see that I didn't let him get into the screaming, into the whole thing.
Oh my
so here, you
gosh.
can grab my dog.
All right.
And you can grab my other dog. They're both mine. And let's go for a walk, and I can explain to you through the walk. And we start our losing weight and losing fear moment. Right?
Absolutely. You know, we're two people who live in our imaginations a lot, and a lot of that imagination is transferred onto the dogs. And we have to stop treating them as if they're, you know, babies or people who understand us on that level, that we're the boss.
Never thought I'd see the day, but I'm happy that day is here.
Cesar turns his attention to the other terrier, Muggsy.
What's good is the nose.
Okay.
See, Deuce doesn't use his nose, right?
Yeah.
So this whining here is a whining to try to meet another dog. So that's actually very dog-like. All right, so we are gonna do it. Okay. Look, see when they come to it, see how he goes back? There we go. There we go. So this is a game. This is play. They just want to play.
See, now this I would have thought was aggression.
That's a playing attitude.
No, that's a big difference. The energy is what tells you the truth.
Okay. Watching Muggsy play, just watching him play and learning how to let him play and seeing that he wants to play. It was such an enormous step in confidence, in trust as Muggsy's owner and saying, wow, you're just a nice little guy. And because I've been afraid, you've been missing out on all this. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was just shocked.
Being a very good host, Muggsy.
Yeah, very good host. He is ready to go to a dog park.
That's cool.
I don't see any problem in Muggsy. Just a happy-go-lucky dog. The bottom line is Muggsy is ready to just go anywhere, really. Deuce is a dog that is at a higher level of aggression. So I'm suggesting 2 weeks for Deuce to go to a boot camp on his own with his 24 hours, 7 days a week dogs.
I'm not wild with the idea of him spending 2 weeks away, but if it helps him be comfortable around other dogs, then by all means, let's do it.
That little dog deserves it. He deserves a chance, and we haven't been giving him the chance because we've been too afraid to give him a chance to rehabilitate. It's time.
Yeah.
Paul and Misty bring Deuce to Cesar's office the next day to start his rehabilitation.
Come here, buddy. That's my boy. Good boy, dudes.
There you go. This is where I bring my dogs if I'm not shooting. And it's a pet-friendly office, so everybody brings their dogs. And so these dogs right here that you normally don't see in the show will also be helping him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We trust you.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
we know he's in great hands. So
Thank you.
Oh, Cesar, thank you. Thank you for loving our little guy as much as we do.
Of course.
Wow. Oh, I'm so excited.
Bye, bud. See you later, dude.
He's totally disoriented. Disoriented is part of it, or it's part of the transformation we wanted. Ooh, not at good ears. Here is a benefit of the doubt. It's just wants to meet, wants to fight. It's both. So you gotta really stay quiet. Can we go outside real quick? Because there's a lot more friendliness. Come on, follow me outside. There you go. That's better. See, look at the change. Big change. Yawning is good. This is good. Good job. I don't sense any aggression from him right now, like I was sensing it yesterday. That's what you see, this leash so relaxed. Beautiful, right there, look. See, he's pulling back. You can see the eyes, very relaxed. So his intention was not to bite Junior like he was trying to do yesterday. And this is just the owners leaving the office, okay? So this is just 10 seconds after. So that's good news. That's remarkable. But at the same time, I know that every other dog is gonna be a challenge.
Here's Muggsy.
And here we go, doggy boot camp, day one. We're both up, we're both tired, but we're both cautiously optimistic, ready to go and give it our all. So, you ready, Muggs? Come on, let's hit the trail.
With Deuce away, Paul and Misty have no excuse not to begin exercising at Thank Dog Boot Camp.
What do you think, Paul? Well, I feel like it's first day, so I feel that getting out of bed and putting on clothes is half the battle right there.
We're going to start off with rotating bicep curls for 1, 2.
I was the most uncoordinated kid in PE growing up. And whenever the coach would shout out commands like, okay, now we're doing this, now we're doing that, my brain would be miles away and it'd be like, we're doing what now?
5.
That is kind of reflected in what Muggsy's doing. It's his first day and he is just clueless, you know? So the two of us together are just sort of like, what? What are we doing?
9.
Neither one of us would care to be here if given a personal choice. However, we both recognize the need to be here, so we're gamely going through with it.
All right, here we go.
Personal trainer Noelle Blessy helps Paul transition from couch potato to Thank Dog boot camper.
Paul is going through a bit of shock right now. He's being exposed to a world that is a 180-degree turn from where he's been. So for him, it's scary. He has no idea what each day is going to bring. And so what I've instilled in him is, let's just work on what we're doing right now. And let's not worry too much about the future. Let's stay right here and work in the now.
It's so exciting.
I'm so proud of Paul. And I know, just looking at him, just that laser beam focus, and he just keeps going. I know how hard it is for him, but he keeps pushing, and he keeps pushing, and so does Muggsy. And I just know it's gonna work.
Work it, Muggs, work it.
It's been 6 days since I went and picked up Deuce, and I brought him into my pack. I brought him to my house, and great news, Amazing, amazing transformation. There is. So that's Mr. Deuce, as you remember. This is very normal, so, you know, because he's not used to not having the tendency of fight. So if he looks a little bit shy, it is not. It's just the process of him becoming more acceptance, you know, to accept other dogs and his space without having any trouble. So as you see, this is huge when a dog comes into his intimate space so close and just jumps and there's no aggression. He's not tense at all, so let's go. Come on, buddy. I know that no dog is born aggressive. Let's go. When a dog becomes aggressive, he has lost something, trust or respect. If it's trust, you see insecurity. Now, this movement of him not being too comfortable yet is normal. Having a dog with me allows me to know who he really is. Look, Cesar had never explored the world. All right, so that's how I'm gonna gain your trust. But you have to learn to go into the world. And that's how he's going to learn to lose his insecurity. And that's how we get rid of the aggression. Good boy. And my house is definitely more playful. He's actually a really, really playful little kid. And he plays a lot with Coco. He sleeps with Junior and Argus. And so at home, he feels much better. Here, he gets overwhelmed with so many dogs. And actually, you know, he can run anywhere. And he has that opportunity, and he's not taking it. So every single day, he's becoming more and more submissive. That's a good sign. So I can also evaluate our progress by the way I feel when I have him around dogs. A lot of dogs here can hurt him severely. And as you see, I'm not worried about him. Deuce is definitely one of those rehabilitations that a lot of people will say, this is magic. And it's really, the dog just needed to be in a different environment. So he's ready to go back home, but I really don't know how much Paul and Misty have done for their fear. Because remember, we're losing weight, but at the same time, we're losing fear. As you remember, Paul was saying about Boston Terriers can lose their eyes if another dog bites them. See, that's a big fear, which is something that I take in consideration as truth, but nobody's trying to take their eye out. So here is, this is our new Deuce.
With Deuce's rehabilitation complete, Cesar returns to Burbank to bring the dog home. But first, Cesar decides to see how Paul's transition at Thank Dog Boot Camp is progressing.
I really don't know what this boot camp is all about, but I love the idea of working out with your dog. I think it's fantastic.
Hi, Cesar.
Come on.
How are you?
You look slimmer.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's he doing?
He's getting more control. He still wants to make friends with every dog who comes up near him, and sometimes he's a little over-enthusiastic, but there have been no big incidents.
We're still working on heel and sit, but it's okay.
So are you gonna join this so I
are.
can see it? I actually want to see this. This is fun.
Well, let's go, bud. Come on, let's go.
Look at him. He's so happy. Okay, so here's another technique, right? There is technique of food, there is technique junctions, there's so many techniques. But look at this technique. It's just pure love with exercise. It's just pure love. The dog is doing it because he's loving it.
Come on, just push.
Losing weight with your dog, getting in shape with your dog, actually making Moxie become more stable, more balanced, you know, being social. This is being social. This is actually a perfect way to practice social skills with a dog. Give each other space, have your own personal space, fantastic. Then you can meet. I mean, this is pretty amazing. This is actually combining exercise discipline, and the affection obviously is that you lose weight or you get in shape. That's the affection, that's the payoff.
Ready, 1.
This is beautiful.
Paul and Misty can't wait to see the new and improved Deuce after 2 weeks at Cesar's boot camp for wayward dogs.
I'm already crying. I'm already crying.
Friend number 1, friend number 2. There you go. Friend number 3.
I see him.
Oh, look at him all.
Hold on, somebody's peeing.
There he is.
Shh. Not too much excitement.
Can I just stand here and quietly cry?
Yeah.
Look at that. He's with other dogs.
I told you I was gonna throw you a party.
It's a non-stop dog party.
What is Mutzi just went inside. He's like, I
Mutzi.
don't want to be part of this.
Come on in, pup.
There you go.
There we go.
He's overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Muxie is a little bit more like, okay, this is not normal. For him, this is normal to him now. But as you see, Muxie is head down, ears way back. He doesn't know what to do, you know. But look, see this. So this is actually normal, just for you guys to see this whole thing. This guy was the most friendly when we got here, and now because his brother is acting completely different, he doesn't know really how to deal with it. That's actually good. It's a good challenge. You know, the mind have to learn how to deal with it. What happens is, after they see that nothing bad happens, that's when they relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Deuce got to go to summer camp, and he's come home with all sorts of cool stories and crafts that he made, and Muggsy's going like, wish I got to go to summer camp.
Yeah, that's right. That's huge progress right there.
Yeah. When I saw Deuce as part of Cesar's pack, I lost it. I never thought such a thing was possible.
For him, okay, this is friends. He trusts them, he respects them, he's loyal to them. So this is a pack, and this is his human pack.
Yep.
Now he has 2 families.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
One big happy.
Yeah.
He was with the group. He was friends with them all. It was like, it was our boy, but he was also a completely different dog.
Let's go for a walk. Go for a walk, take everybody on a walk. So here. One of the things that I know about Deuce is that he has not explored enough in his life. So I'm just gonna let him use the flexi leash. It allows him to go back and forth. He needs to experience this.
I think it's really interesting that even though he's way up there, he still turns around to look.
And look at the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here he's not scouting, you know what I mean? He's not scouting, he's not looking for dogs, he's not looking for troubles. This is more like a tourist. He's just enjoying the scenery.
It's a remarkable feeling to have a walk not have to be this covert, surreptitious activity.
Right.
You know, we don't have to put on spy gear and dun, 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 dun. You know, like, it's okay. We could just walk our dogs, and the dogs can just be.
You're walking 5 dogs.
5 dogs.
With 1 hand. And 1 state of mind.
Now they can just come out and enjoy the day. And we know that Deuce needs exercise, and we know that he will be happy to be obedient, and that he wants to be.
Yeah.
He's actually a good dog.
Yeah.
Hey, what a remarkable discovery. Who knew?
Yeah.
And it only took him a few days to find it.
So 5 dogs, you walk 5 dogs.
And it feels like there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're being really good.
Yeah.
You know, we were going to keep in mind the things that Cesar taught us as far as maintaining control, being strong, being the leaders, not falling back into old habits. It's all about banishing the fear and taking back the power. Yeah.
And so, on behalf of them and behalf of us, thank you already. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you. I am happy to report that Deuce now attends boot camp regularly.
Hey, Cesar. It's been a few months since we've seen you, and things are going great. Not only are we able to walk this guy without freaking out, without him freaking out, without us freaking out in general, but also we can take him to boot camp. We've both lost quite a bit of weight. We have a ways to go.
Yeah.
But we're sticking to it, and we just want to thank you for believing in us, believing in our pups, and showing us that it was possible.
Sandy has had no aggression issues since becoming a member of Cherry Lucas' pack. Thank you, Robert, for your unselfish decision to do what's right for your dog.
My name is Hugh Hefner, and I'm editor-publisher of Playboy magazine.
Dogs don't care if their pack leader are homeless or they live in the Playboy mansion surrounded by beautiful women. To be happy, they need the kind of balanced leadership that no amount of money can buy.
I started living at the Playboy mansion about 5 months ago, and I got Willa a month after that. The Playboy mansion's really dog-friendly. Multiple dogs around, and there's always people to take care of them.
When I first saw her, I just fell in love with her piglet little face, you know, and her little ears.
When I got her at the shelter, they did warn me that she had a few flaws, like a little bit of growling issues. But when I was there, I picked her up, she never growled. I think she just wanted to get out of there, so she was acting really good. And then when I brought her home, I started seeing the aggression. Usually when she's picked up. That's the one thing I worry about, her biting someone.
And there's so many people here all the time, and I can't be telling all of them, don't pick up Willa, don't pick up Willa. As you can see, she just bit my close friend, who she knows very well, and she's bit me. But nothing really vicious, but it's drew blood, and that's something we can't have. See, and she doesn't seem to know that I'm boss, and that's one issue I have with her.
Hugh Hefner's 2-year-old King Charles Spaniel, Charlie, also causes Shara problems.
On the walk, I really don't know what I should be doing when he constantly barks. Barks nonstop until we're off the property. Willa tends to also have aggression and jealousy issues towards Charlie. If anyone is giving Charlie attention, she tends to want it for herself. Come on, guys. Charlie seems to be a little fearful sometimes to approach the dish. She has a tendency to try to claim both of them. So usually I'll take the bowl and bring it to this chair, and hopefully Charlie will come up. Come on, Charlie. Oh. And this is usually when he starts to eat, when he feels safe and he knows she won't be attacking him.
Playmate Ashley Hobbs, also a mansion resident, demonstrates another of Willa's problem behaviors.
She can be a little bit of a rascal. She kind of dominates. So she's like always pushing him aside because she wants the attention. And then you gotta separate them and then spend time with one of them in one room and then spend time with another in the other room. She does bite me occasionally when I don't hold her the right way.
I hope Cesar can help me to train Willa with a very firm but still loving approach. I just really want to be the pack leader with my dog.
Once I have the address of the location where I was going to be working today, I knew I was going to be working at the Playboy Mansion. So, how can I help you?
My dog Willa. She has aggression issues when being picked up.
Picked up by who? By anybody?
By anybody, even me. And that's my main concern because I want to be her master.
So you understand the whole point of leadership and all that you're okay with that?
Yeah. So
okay.
She was 2 months when I got her.
Oh, wow. I was like, oh my God, a 2-month-old dog exhibiting aggression. How bad does she get aggressively, like from 0 to 10?
She can get up to 10. Some people have been bit where the skin has pierced, so...
But she doesn't hold on to it? Like she
no,
just...
but she, yeah, exactly.
I had a case long time ago, neurological problem. You know, it's nothing I can do. So I hope, you know, they don't have this problem here at the mansion, and because we're not going to be able to help. Has she ever had a bladder relief?
She has never relieved herself when she was angry or scared, or she's just vicious and like angry. It's scary.
She's only 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go hands-on, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm so tempted to watch the magazines.
Oh.
Is that a normal behavior, holding the head low like that?
Yeah.
So naturally, she's very, you know, submissive, timid, would you say?
I think it's different with different people.
That's normal, because some people do know how to communicate with dogs, and some people think they know.
Okay.
For a dog, those human beings understand how to create friendship. Because the dog wants to know is, how do you smell and how do you feel?
I would usually call her over.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
This is how I do it. But this is
great.
because I've learned. But most people, they'll just go like this.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah,
that.
that's very
See?
scary.
That's when she barks.
But so there's nothing wrong with that, because that's really overwhelming to a dog. Let me do it.
Okay.
Since I'm new to the picture, right, so I'm gonna see how she feels about my touch, you know, first, before I go into the whole carrying thing. This is so cool, right here. Very cool. Her brain understands, okay, that hand and that energy makes me feel this way. My experience the first time with him, it was very respectful. And at the end, he let me smell him, and then he put me down on the ground. So my experience with him was to trust him.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I see a dog like her and is holding the head low and the ears are low, so she's very submissive. Very sweet, not sure, but very sweet. That's her sweet disposition. I'm glad that she doesn't have this neurological problem I was thinking that she was gonna have.
The Playboy Empire's top dog, Hugh Hefner, comes downstairs to check on Shara, Willa, and Charlie.
A pleasure.
How are you, sir?
Very well.
Thank you.
Good, cutie.
There you go.
Are they behaving themselves or are they misbehaving?
They're much better than they usually are right now.
Yeah.
They really are.
So normally, what do we see normally? What do you guys experience normally?
She goes through this sort of phony.
Yeah. You know when we give treats out at night, sometimes they kind of get aggressive.
They'll get aggressive around food.
Yeah.
If they, sure.
Especially those
Most
treats. So.
Animals do.
Yeah. Willa. She hasn't really good sit. No. See, that's not good.
Yeah, so
I don't want her doing that.
Yeah, so here. You just wait. There you go. And then you reward that.
Nice.
As soon as they put the rear in the ground, then you reward. Eventually, you let them wait with the rear in the ground 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. So it's never the same amount of time. If you go to Mexico, dogs wait. So dogs in third world country wait. Dogs in America don't
Here
wait.
they're too spoiled,
These
right?
are very, very American dogs.
Yeah. Well,
They want to wait.
people don't make the dog wait, or people don't lead the dog. The dog leads the human.
Yeah.
If you don't tell them, they're gonna tell you. It's one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Thank you. Yes. And then, of course, I got to meet Charlie, and Charlie was a little bit more insecure, a little too sensitive. This is for Charlie, right? We're gonna feed Charlie. We're not feeding Charlie so we can empower him with leadership or dominance. We're just teaching Willa to wait while Charlie eats. Then Charlie feels, okay, that guy is protecting me, so I don't have to worry about for her. So she just go into a waiting stage. There you go. Then because she waits, then we bring the plate to her. So she never goes to the plate. The plate comes to her because she did something for it.
When Cesar was showing me how to feed the dogs, I realized to avoid the problem wasn't really fixing it. So that really is something that just so tiny of an adjustment, but it made the world of a difference. Charlie first. No. And then I just push her.
It's not a push, it's just a block. There you go, see it? It's just a block. So that blocks, even without saying any word, she can't go to the ball. See, it wasn't a push, I just block, right? So I catch her by surprise, that's why she did that. There you go. And then they go into a waiting state. When you push, they come right back. You follow what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. We're gonna do Charlie again. Nice.
Nope. And then when he's done, then I can give her one, right?
That's right.
Nope.
So what you're seeing is, because the brain never goes into excited state or dominant state, you will never hear growl.
So it's always about waiting then, right?
That's a calm submissive state. See, so when the mind is waiting, you get the obedience that everybody wants.
Yeah.
Cesar visits the Playboy Mansion to help playmate Shara develop her pack leader skills.
No.
The Playboy Mansion offers plenty of opportunities to practice Cesar's lessons.
It's actually a perfect scenario because you get to learn what not to do. You're telling people, can you come and, pick up my dog? I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna help my dog to trust you. At the end, Willa can actually help people how to pick up dogs. Want to see what Ashley, another playmate, joined us because she wanted to see how to walk the dog, and she said, Charlie gets really out of control.
See, he's pulling a little forward more now.
Look. Never let him pass. That's it. That's the key. But every dog has a code. So every dog has its own way to be helped, to be taught. So if everybody practices the same way, the dog learns to trust everybody, right? So nobody's changing their code. Everybody follows the same. The only position you can have when you have a laid-back energy or tense energy is follower. You can't lead. They don't feel protected when the human is laid back or tense. But if a human is assertive, and then that's your position. Can I?
Yeah, please. As for walking, I did get a little bit of advice that I know is gonna go a long way by having them not being walking me. Like that was my main issue, where the dogs were actually walking me and not vice versa.
So these little dogs are following. So you're not paying attention to the dog, you're paying attention to your energy. Then relax. So you're looking at the ground.
Okay.
There you go. It's not even so much about wrapping the leash on your arm. It's like really. See it? It's a little tense. See the arm? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least one good thing that she's not doing is looking at the ground.
Right.
But because she's doing it with tension, you see how the dog pulls the other way. Yeah.
So you have to keep yourself.
There you go. That's relaxed. Yeah, it's really about relaxation. The dog is just imitating the energy that you're providing.
Yeah, I noticed the first time I was walking, she was pulling,
That's
so
right.
I was a little tense,
That's
because
right.
I knew she was doing something she shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But then coming back, it's a little
You
more.
feel it? Yeah.
And he usually never walks beside me.
Very nice,
He's
right?
always pulling.
Yeah, very nice.
your
She's
aura.
actually having. It does sometimes influence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're okay?
Yeah,
We
you
leave you
told
with some
me-
peace of mind,
Good
Points.
advice, yeah.
Yeah, we can
just practice it.
Yeah, exactly.
and then you teach everybody else
Yeah.
in the mansion. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Challenging, but yeah.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. It was nice
Thank
to
you,
meet
guys.
too so
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Here's your girl. The ladies were saying it's magic, it's miracle. It's neither. What we changed was the state of mind. And Charlie and Willa, you know, acted as calm, submissive state. That's it.
I was really relieved to know that I don't have a crazy dog on my hands. I really feel like I can be a pack leader. It'll take some time and some effort on both our parts, but I really believe I have it in me.
I was Playboy's Miss September 2011. I love working with everybody. All the girls are great, and Hef isn't so bad himself. Yeah, it's been good. I didn't grow up with dogs. I always had cats. And then when I got married, I found out that I was allergic to cats, so then it was time to get a dog.
It was around Christmas time, so I thought, you know, okay, why not? Let's get her a dog. It turned out to be a very big challenge. Marley is just excessively hyper. His play drive is through the roof.
Come here, come on, get a cookie. Yeah, it's out there. When we brought Marley home, he just, this high-pitched screaming. This was terrible all night long. The next night, we baby-gated him into the bathroom. He cried all night. He chewed the moldings off the bottom of the bathroom. It was like having a baby. We didn't sleep, ever. No, Marley.
When Tiffany and I eat dinner, Marley is jumping at your legs, or if you're sitting down at the table, he's almost up on the table into your meal. You can't leave your meal unattended because it will be gone.
Oh, yeah. Marley. When people come over, Marley just goes nuts. He nips at everybody's faces. He's just running around like crazy.
Just basically lunges like a dart at them. You're concerned that when they walk through the door, what's gonna happen?
Marley just loves to chew furniture. Even though he's got a box full of toys, I guess furniture tastes better. My husband and I really want a new couch, but I'm scared that Marley is gonna chew it up. It's not our couch, it's Marley's couch. We go through his cookie jar, I swear, I'm always refilling it. That's the only way he'll listen, is food.
I think treats gets used in the wrong manner, and then he just thinks, oh, I'm getting rewarded for that. I'm a police officer. I deal with a lot of stressful situations, and I feel like I'm pretty confident at work being able to do that, but for some reason, I can't control this little 22-pound dog.
He's gonna end up biting somebody really hard one day, attacking a little kid.
We got him since a puppy.
Okay, so you raised him.
Right, we raised him.
So how did he become so spoiled?
That's a good question.
Okay.
That's probably the biggest problem is when he does have some type of bad behavior. I don't know if he gets corrected.
So the problem is not that he bites people. The problem is that he doesn't have consequences.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Marley's ever had consequences.
No.
You have two choices.
Mm-hmm.
You address the behavior or you ignore the behavior.
We've tried ignoring it. It's pretty
Yeah,
hard.
but it's too high for you to ignore it.
So you have to address it.
Yeah, so that's when you know that you need
Okay.
to address it.
He listens when we have food. Because the only way I've
If it's
gotten
convenient
him...
for him, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's working on his schedule.
Yeah, he works on your emotions, I'm telling you.
He goes through like a jar of cookies a week. Like, it's
He's an
pretty-
addict.
Yeah. Seriously.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a police officer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you represent authority figure.
Right.
but at home you don't.
No.
You know, you represent friendship.
We treat him like a baby. Like, we actually tuck him in at night. He really thinks he's a baby, though. He likes to be tucked in.
You think he's a baby.
Yes, you do.
In your reality, he's a baby, but in my reality, he's a dog. So he's gonna listen to me better than he's gonna listen to you. I guaranteed you.
I'm gonna be so confused. By the time I have kids, I'm gonna be treating the kid like a dog.
When I see a sliding door and I see someone like Tiffany, you know, with the dog, they say, my dog is my baby and I treat it like a baby. What they do is when they see a sliding door, they just open the sliding door and the dog just come in and their house becomes a playground. So right now I ask the owners to stay in the room so we can have an evaluation, we can create an imprint between him and I. This is the door. So most of the time people negotiate here, but because it's gonna be very quick. The main purpose of the touch is just to snap the brain out of it so you can then feed energy. Finally. Right, so when you hear a sound like, oh, it's because you finally catch him by surprise. So he have to learn when the sliding door is open, doesn't mean he can come in. So there's no negotiation about it. He has learned that if he jumps, the door gets open. He has learned if he makes those whiny sounds that you're hearing, the door gets open. Right here. There you go. Surprise. Caught him by surprise. So again. See it? So this is the third time, what he's saying, okay, that guy, he's asking me for space, not to be so much at the edge of the sliding door. We're not creating rules yet, but we're creating a boundary. I have my pack outside. I'm gonna evaluate how he reacts with dogs. See, Junior is already sensing something. Don't let him come, Rojo, you see, keep him right there. Junior is entering into an adult stage. And you see a lot of, let me control this. It's normal. See that? That's not good. See that intensity in Junior? So I'm gonna wait for him to look at him the wrong way. Junior knows that he's not. His nose is becoming a little bit more powerful than my presence, which is normal because Junior is becoming now an adult.
After a short pack walk with Marley, Cesar returns to the house to face the bigger challenge of convincing Tiffany and Jeff not to baby their dog.
You can totally see it. You know, I don't even have to tell you anything. This dog is getting affection, affection, affection. You have to stay calm. That's when they can do the baby talk, you know, when, oh, you're my baby, you're my baby, you're my baby. You're my baby, yes, yes. Don't like the I'm my baby. So he have to learn that when they hear the sound, he has to stay calm. Okay.
Now it's time for Tiffany and Jeff to practice discipline with Marley.
Okay.
But I want to see how you open the door.
Okay.
Because we got to see how she does it. I haven't seen how she does it. That's exactly my point. I'm in like a race car. My suggestion would be for the future, and hopefully the future is like 2 seconds later, right? Is you come right here.
Uh-huh.
And he have to wait.
Okay.
Right?
Wow, he's just standing there.
See what I'm saying? So that and then that sound becomes, okay, that sound means whatever I'm doing, I have to stop.
Okay.
And my choice is not to move forward, it's to move back. So it's a very simple, but it has an essence of stop right now. We got this, right? So we're gonna do it here.
Oh.
Right, so that's very tempting, because now you're bringing that scent. Now, the closer this gets, the more tempting it becomes.
Now he's licking his lips.
You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's not passing that barrier.
I just can't believe he's not like going after. Oh, no, Mark, no.
See, no, Marley, no. You see, that's way too much unnecessary. Because the more sound you bring, the more he knows that you don't know how to control.
So now he's thinking, what do I got to do to work for it?
If that's what you want. The touch is just to follow through, because you already gave him the warning. For
Yeah,
him,
he's smart. He just, or it was us.
Good, finally. Ding, ding, ding. So watch this. See that the touch snapped the brain out of it?
Mm-hmm.
So we're still sharing the house.
Good, so he can sit at the table now but not eat our food.
That's up to you if that's not, something that happens in my house.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I sit, he'll, because then he usually feels comfortable if I'm sitting here to take something.
When you move into a certain area, you have to have the visual that you want to achieve.
Mhm.
It's not, let me see what happens. And then you setting him up to fail. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Because you need to visualize so he feels secure that when you enter, you own it, your space.
Okay. I just don't know what it's gonna be like later on.
Well,
I'll tell him how it's
that's
gonna
right,
be.
That's right.
Tell him.
Don't forget to breathe. Yeah, nice. If you hold him back, he's gonna move forward. You don't want him to move forward, touch to the side. It creates an out of balance experience.
Mhm.
So whatever the brain is looking at,
Yeah.
the concentration gets broken.
The light bulb came on with the food right in front of him. It was like, oh, that's all you have to do? It's that easy,
Yeah,
huh?
we were actually making it harder and not getting any results.
Exactly.
Let's go for a walk.
Let's do it.
So you got different breeds, same state of mind. So here, tail in the middle is a good sign.
Okay.
Look at all the tails.
They're all happy.
Tail up in the air, not a good sign.
No?
It's excitement, it's tension, or it's dominance.
Okay.
Yeah. So the only state of mind that won't bite is the one in the middle.
Yeah.
So then you bring him in. Watch how they do nose, eyes, ears. It's not about what's your name, what breed are you. There's no tension on the leash. See it? It's nose, eyes, ear. Nobody's asking what's your problem, what Cesar came to see you. You know what I mean? What does your humans do for a living? None of that. But they're he doesn't know this as much, like everybody else. So I want him to come back here, next to me, and finish this. The ritual of smelling, right there. No complaint. Let's walk your dog now. This is it right here, okay? So we're gonna do it. So you can practice this way, just for you to learn to practice less physical and more trust yourself, your energy. Obviously, I keep doing it, but you have to do it, and that's the only way I can stop.
Yeah.
Here, your turn. You do it by yourself, go back and come back.
Okay.
We watch you from here.
Okay.
Do it, there you go. Relax the hand, there you go. He's testing you, come on.
Come on, Marley.
Relax the hand. Watch where, you can see the energy right here. See, it's not completely relaxed.
I was kind of a surprise when we learned that he was more so training us than him. I was totally switched around. I had no idea it was like that. So.
Yeah.
Was he okay on the turn?
You just have to turn.
Okay.
See, you're still asking permission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
watch
gotta
this.
tell him.
Yeah, watch this. So I'm gonna turn right here, look. Just gonna turn right here.
Okay.
Just turn. Just turn, just really.
I know.
Just
I
like
keep
that.
I keep like pep talking him.
Remember when I was saying no negotiation? Do not negotiate with a child.
Okay. Don't negotiate. Okay.
Just, yeah, only contracts you negotiate. That's better. Just turn, boom, turn. There you go. That's a good turn. The only thing here, it was just to shorten up the leash, but it was 99.9.
Okay. Now you do it, hun. This is the test.
Left-handed setup?
Whatever you want.
I can do it.
He's tired, so we take advantage. That's the beauty of having a pug.
That's what we usually do. We just tire him out, and then that's how we get him
That's
calm.
right, that's good. That's a big difference. I'm sorry, but see it does. But it's normal. I mean, that's his job to tell you what to do. He's not a bad guy, but you got to tell him what to do. You see what I mean? Like the guys that you arrest, probably, you got to tell him what to do. It's not like, can you go inside the police car? No, you're going inside the police car. Right. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you.
Right.
The more you walk them, the easier it becomes inside.
Okay.
90% of the relationship human-dog is when the human masters the walk.
We're both on the same page now, where I think as before we could have been on different pages, you know. She had a way of dealing with them, and then I had a way of dealing with them, but now it's the same.
We go for bike rides a lot, and we bought a little kid trailer for him to pull him in, but we have to strap him in there because he jumps out at each person that rides by.
But why he's not running with you and then he goes on it?
Along the bike?
Yeah.
We'd run him over.
He would totally love it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He looks happy.
I thought he'd be getting run over by the tires, so I'm excited. We're gonna go do that. Yeah.
And you practice it here first before you go on the long route. And then
Okay.
when he's tired, he goes in that little car that you have, or I don't know what it is, and that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, because he was scaring a lot of people because he'd jump out and start yelling at people,
Chasing.
and then they expect a kid in there, and then...
Right. Oh, one of those!
Really, what I want them to focus is to see how simple it is. Exercise, discipline, affection. That's all we need.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Future looks pretty good because it looks like I'm getting new furniture.
Before you got here, we're like, oh, Cesar's gonna teach you. He needs it. Or we need it.
Yes.
We need
Yes.
I missed February 2010. I've traveled all around the world. I've gone to Sweden and China and all different places. It's just been an amazing experience, life-changing.
Heather lives with Josh, a Playboy photographer, and his 2 dogs.
You know, little dogs are just easier for me, especially, you know, living at the beach and, you know, the houses are a bit smaller.
Sebastian is very close to Josh. That's his everything. Baxter was also a rescue. His problem is he's very scared and timid of anyone walking behind him.
Wanting a dog of her own, Heather began visiting adoption sites.
I came across Brandy and I just felt drawn to her. And she was very skittish at first, even towards me. But we took her that day and brought her home.
It's stressful when we added Brandy into the mix.
Brandy!
She's unpredictable. One person needs to be focused on her at all times.
Brandy, she's very protective of me. So if anyone comes near me, especially men, she'll attack. Are you okay?
8 years with the show, first dog bite. A Chihuahua.
I just feel so bad. No, I mean, it's really embarrassing. She doesn't like other dogs, so when I take her for walks, she attacks other dogs.
Okay.
She also goes after children, which is really scary for me because little kids, they want to come up and play with little cute Chihuahua. I have to tell them, no, you can't touch her. Brandy! Brandy!
I don't think Heather's doing anything to encourage her behavior, but I don't think she's doing anything to prevent it.
My problem is I don't want to be mean to her because I feel like she came from an abusive home. But I definitely am not helping.
Oh, brother. This is a typical day?
Yeah.
The problem is the Chihuahua.
Yes.
Her.
Mhm.
And so what happens? Somebody gets close or what?
Somebody will get close to me and she'll bite them, attack them.
Mhm. And so what is your reaction when she goes after people? That's...
Brandy! Like, I'm like, no, Brandy, but she obviously doesn't listen. Brandy.
What I would like is for you to apply a little bit more the no Brandy right away,
Okay.
right?
Brandy, no.
That's right there.
Like that?
Yeah. Again.
Brandy, no. No. No.
You just stay right there. And then relax. Yeah. So that's a little bit more proactive. At this moment, you're telling the brain not to touch the human. So it makes more sense to use that approach. Now, once you say no, Brandy, you can't stay tense.
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
Okay.
If you stay tense and then the danger is not gone yet. So they will pick up on your relaxation. You know what I mean? So that's how they know that you're okay now. Get it? So I'm gonna go here.
No, Brandy.
So what we're seeing is this. Look, like I'm not sure about
not
your
sure.
chest, right? So you look,
Mm-hmm.
she's doing good, and then you go back to relaxation. Your body can tell us how you feel inside, but they actually feel it without looking at your body. The human have to see the body. They don't. The aggression is not the problem, it's the outcome of a problem. The real problem is her insecurity, Brandy's insecurity. They're picking up, okay, that guy is not to be trusted. Even though I'm not biting the guy, she's not trusting.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And it's not that you're not trusting me, it's that you're not sure what she's doing.
She's gonna do.
What she's gonna do, yeah. Brandy can become insecure because a human mistreated her. In the case of Heather, she didn't know what to do with it. So both are insecure. But then when you feel sorry for her, then Brandy becomes insecure dominant. And then Heather becomes insecure submissive.
Oh, this makes me nervous.
Yeah. So if she's nervous and you get nervous, it just gets really bad. So I'm gonna sit her right here. Right here.
Brandy,
So
no.
This is just an approach, right? This is good, right? So if I don't give touch, talk, and eye contact, I'm gonna be able to help her. Because at the end, she's gonna smell me, right? She's not smelling me yet. She's just seeing and hearing. That's what makes a dog nervous. When a dog uses his nose, he becomes more curious, more submissive, more dog-like. So I'm doing it by steps. So that's how you gain the trust of a nervous dog. Instead of addressing themselves or trying to gain the trust with the nervous dog, you go after the calm dog. Then the nervous dog sees, okay, how come he gets the touch and I'm not getting it? And then they see, okay, that dog is calm.
It was interesting to watch how Brandy moved closer to him and licked his hand, and where usually around men she freaks out, and he went through those steps. He wasn't making eye contact, he wasn't touching her, he wasn't showing her any affection, and she was wanting that from him.
So I'm still addressing here. I'm allowing her to move. I'm not trying to accelerate anything, I'm just letting it be. Todd, come closer again. My tool here is my arm, blocking her from running away.
Okay.
Because the more she runs away, the more chaotic she becomes. And she's not gonna face what makes her afraid. This is normal. The whole wiggling thing is normal. Wait, there you go. Wait, very normal. That moment of chaos, you're right?
Yeah, I know.
You didn't get hurt. That moment of chaos, she have to go through it, and then she have to see that nothing really bad happened. But if you keep her away from things, you will never challenge the mind, so the mind will never experience what it is.
It almost hurts me as a mom to see her freaking out because I feel like it's hurting her. And, you know, Cesar kind of made me realize that she needs to go through that to get past that.
So she went through the experience, right? The mind was challenged. This is the reward.
Okay.
The dog actually did something for it. Should we go for a walk now?
Okay. You guys want to go for a walk? Yeah?
The walk means it's exciting, right? Yeah.
Ready to go?
Oh, God. You know, when I came to America, I knock on the door, right? People say, please don't say walk. Spell it. This is it right here, perfect.
Look at them, they love it.
Go for a walk.
Come here. She bit half.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So she's not allowed in the mansion anymore?
No, she is.
She is?
He forgave her. Come on. Come on.
I see a dog that is under control by the handler. See, I'm not focusing on the dog.
Okay. You're focusing on him.
On the handler.
Okay.
If the dog is in front of the handler, and then I say, okay, that dog is not under control. So I never judge the dog.
Oh, okay.
So here from far away, the same thing, she's want to flight. We're just unlocking the brain. This is good. Oh, this is great stuff. Because this is a way where you say, no, we're moving forward because this dog is under control.
Okay.
If this dog was not under control, I'd stay outside. Okay. No tension on the leash. There you go. See, nose kicking. But see, we're making the decision. So she feels safe that way.
And usually she attacks all dogs whenever they walk by. So think she felt the calmness from Cesar, and then she also felt the calmness from the other dog.
Now we're getting to see how you do it. See the difference? Now, if this was a Louis Vuitton, you'll be carrying the Louis Vuitton, not very proud, right? So for Louis Vuitton, everybody's very proud, very calm. Right, watch this. With the handling this way, this is tension.
Okay. And that's how I was holding it, with tension?
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So here is relaxation.
Okay.
Heather's friend Amy, a fellow playmate, joins the group outside.
Heather and I both have little dogs. It's hard to, reprimand your dog when they're so little and so cute.
The two playmates live nearby and get together frequently with their dogs.
I'm just a big softie, and I think she's kind of has similar tendencies.
Amy is a good friend of mine. We're literally like 10 minutes from each other, and it makes it really nice for babysitting. And our dogs get along pretty good, but there's definitely jealousy.
Okay.
Brandy will snap at Layla.
She's such a small dog. She is easily threatened and intimidated, and I think that she just feels the need to protect herself.
Layla has problems when we come across another dog. All the other dogs, I feel like, are so good, and I have, like, the bad kid. I'll be walking with her and not even paying attention to anyone. Maybe I'll be on my phone, and that's the problem.
That's a big problem. You're disconnected.
And she...
Oh, there you go, there you go.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So what do you do here? This is a ripple effect. The one who triggered it is that one. So once we address Layla, everybody else shuts down.
No, ma'am. No, no, no.
Cesar Millan with a pink leash. That's right here, right here. So next to me, when you're passing by, it's next to you. It's easier, right? So look, we don't have the explosion.
How did you do that?
I just didn't let her lead me.
Come on, let's go on a walk. Come on.
That's better. Turn around, do it again.
Okay. Layla, come on. Let's go.
There you go, right there. You address it right there. Now, when you address, there you go.
Okay, relax my arm.
One more time.
Okay.
It's too many obstacles. I mean, it's really sexy, the stroke. Almost like she's in a catwalk, but a little bit more relaxed. There you go, that was good. But a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, good. But the only thing here is she's taking whatever position she wants to take. Can I give you a different leash? So here, use this one. Huh?
The flexi leash.
All the way to the top. Put it all. Here, look. This is how it works. Short, but not tense. So it's actually easier. So here, look. See it? So, there you go. Right there. Much better. Feel it?
Yes.
This is it. That's the feeling.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
So it was sexy and calm.
Right.
Early was sexy but tense.
Right.
Whatever she sees is not what you want. Let's go. There you go. Nice. That was nice.
I am amazed that within 10 minutes of working with Cesar, she was by my side, walking right along with me like a normal dog.
Amazing. I mean, it really is. I cannot even believe that they're doing this.
I wish Cesar could move in with us. It was definitely amazing, and just what he taught me in that short amount of time.
Look at the Chihuahua. Very proud of herself. Look at tail is up.
I tried walking all 4 of them last week, and it was miserable.
You want to do it?
Oh, yeah?
Do
all
it, do
4?
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
So do I hold them all in one hand, or
2 and
separate?
2.
Okay.
Just remember, don't negotiate. There you go. Just go.
Go with Heather.
They're only stopping because you're hesitating.
Okay.
That's all. There you go. There you go. If she stays consistent with what you learned today, in a matter of a month, she can be just traveling with branding. Just worry about remembering what we talked about today. Any questions for you?
Very cool.
I mean, you will have questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but just let us know.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. You have a good job.
Great talking to Cesar, watching him watch the girls walk. Yeah, I definitely learned a lot today.
Okay. Amy and I definitely hang out a lot, and we take the dogs for walks. And if we just do this a little bit every day, you know, we'll be pack leaders.
Our kids aren't the bad kids anymore.
The Playboy Mansion has always been a dog-friendly environment, but now it is a friendly dog place thanks to Shara's hard work with Willa.
Hey Cesar, it's been a few months since I've seen you, and I'm really happy to say that Willa is better with strangers and she's better with her food aggression, and also we can go on walks now and she's not always tugging and pulling, which is really nice. Thanks again, Cesar. Come and see us anytime.
Hey Cesar, it's been about a month since we last saw you, and Marley is doing a lot better. He's better at walking now when we take him out, and he's not jumping on the table and eating our dinner, and he's just a lot more calm, so we appreciate everything you've done for us.
Hi, Cesar. It's Heather and Josh and the whole family. So far, Brandy is still a work in progress, but she's doing a lot better with her walking, not running all over the place and staying with the pack. And we thank you so much for coming here and working with her. Thank you.
Thanks, Cesar.
Remember, for your dog, it's not about whether you are a Playboy or a Playmate. It's all about being a pack leader who earns trust and respect.
Our first performer had his own show on Comedy Central before getting his face cut off by a psycho in Hostel Part 3. Hopefully he'll get out of here in one piece. Please give it up for Skylar Stone!
I have a dog named Sammy. He's just excessive. Like, he loves to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Sounds like someone else I know. And he's the kind of dog where there's no grazing. Like, he'll explode into a bowl of food, you know what I mean? Like, he'll just eat so much to the point where he turns into this, we call him a ham missile, because he looks like a missile full of ham when he's done. And you could just fire him at another country, you know what I mean? Like, I thought about giving my dog to the military to fight the Middle East at some point, because if you dropped him and food splattered everywhere, I think the pellets would just be shrapnel going through people with wheats and barley and lamb, you know? One of the problems is he likes to eat his own feces. Yeah, I mean, I went to a vet. He's like, you know, what you can do is you can take this white powder called Forbid, and you put it in the food. And so that way, when he tastes it, it makes his poop unappetizing. What the heck is in this powder that tastes worse than poop? I thought poop had the market on that. Like, what else can you add to poop to make it like, oh, so that looks like some good poop. Oh, there's Forbid in it. Screw that. Sammy was a breakup dog. We all know the breakup dog, you know what I mean? Some people have naked meltdowns in the street after a breakup. Some people go, you know what, I need to go save an animal. Like, I literally got this dog going, it's totally gonna fix me, you know what I mean? Didn't fix me at all. Nicole, you know, she didn't want to date me. It was more like a caveman thing. I came over, clubbed her, dragged her home, I have dog. You know, and then I think Sammy was like a good selling point, you know what I mean?
Actually, the first time that I met Skylar was at a comedy show, and he had brought his dog on stage. And I fell in love with Sammy. And I asked to take a picture with Sam, and he goes, hey, what about me? And I said, oh, I guess I'll take a picture with you too.
Next thing you know, I'm dating a girl with kids, you know what I mean? Who knew?
Skylar was away in Detroit filming a movie, and he had Sammy with him, and I was lonely. So my friend brought over his litter of puppies, and all the puppies stayed the night with me. And I woke up in the morning, and George was cuddled in my armpit. And I was like, oh, I gotta keep him.
And Nicole Skypes me, and she all of a sudden pulls this puppy into frame.
And I held up the puppy. I was like, look, I got a puppy. And he's like,
look, we're not getting a dog. We have 2 kids. We got a dog with issues.
Well, I named him after your grandpa, George.
Who had just died. And so all of a sudden I'm like, you named him George? I was like, oh, nice. Well played, Lighter. Well played. Come on, Sammy. Don't you know how to play it cool, buddy? You wake up in the morning, you try and feed both dogs, and it just doesn't happen right. Look how fast he eats. Sammy inhales his food. like he's in one of those hot dog eating contests. See, and he's already looking back here because he wants to know where George's food is gonna be. And then you got George over here, and George gets nervous and defends his food. Like, Sammy will walk over, and George's like, oh, you're not getting me, Lucky Charms. And then the next thing you know, like, George will just come up for breath for a second, and he'll just, like, start choking, and then Sammy will just move in for the kill and finish his bowl.
Like, he doesn't have something in him that says, stop, you've had enough. Like, he will just keep eating. If his bag of food was left out, he would eat the entire bag. Sammy! So this is what happens when I leave a plate of food out. If the kids or I were eating dinner and we get up to go to the bathroom, he will just immediately jump up there and grab our food.
Just jumps on the table, starts munching. All right, looks like we're going fast food again, kids. Sammy will lick me for days on end.
You're just a big hunk of meat, baby.
That's right. If I could get Nicole to lick me as much as Sammy does, seriously. And then I'd see like poop smears on the ground. And he'd start licking my face, like, what's up, buddy, I love you. I'm like, I love you back. And we're like licking tongues. And I'm like, man, it really smells like feces right now. And I realized that he would eat it. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And then we'd start making out, and you know, in time I grew to love it, you know? Oh, this is always one of my favorite things.
But Sammy isn't the only badly behaved member of the family.
George is very aggressive with other dogs, especially when he's on the leash.
He just like spirals out of control. Look at you, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like that collar. I don't like that leash. George, stop it.
George. It doesn't matter the size of the dog. He'll just start yipping at them and try to attack them.
And I'm worried that he's gonna be one of those dogs you hear about that went up to the dog, it was too big, and he's just gonna get ripped to shreds.
George! Come on, get in the crate.
In the brain.
Hey, no, be nice. I would love to be able to leave the house and not crate them, that Sammy's not gonna open the cupboard and eat all of our food and kill himself.
Trust, I'd love to have trust in my dogs. Maybe that's one of the issues. I don't trust my dogs. Cesar was definitely vibing me when we were at the show. You know, he was with his girl, you know, in the crowd, but like, I got a couple looks like, I want to help you with your dogs, and I also want to see what that's all about. I want to have some pasta with you, no utensils, Lady in the Tramp style, you know what I mean? I felt that for sure. George is a Maltese Chihuahua diva. That's he's definitely a diva, though.
He is.
I don't know where he gets that from. I don't know who in the house has that sort. It's so strange. There's not anybody that has that vibe, so I don't know where. It's just so strange to me.
And Sammy has no self-control, just like his father.
I definitely enforced on George more. She coddles George a little bit, and she knows that. But like, I'll.
Wait. What does that mean? Is that true?
If you call that coddling, he's a little dog. They're meant to be held and, you know?
But the little dogs meant to be disciplining or no?
No, they are meant to be disciplined.
I don't feel like we're consistent with anything with them.
Yeah.
I think we're like all over the place. You know?
Right.
I hate saying this because I know everyone's busy, but we're pretty busy people, and I don't feel like we walk them enough. I really don't think we do.
Most of the dogs, when they get in trouble that much, they're bored. They're not properly challenged. The psychological or the mental challenge is a must. How can you challenge your dog in what you have? You know what I mean? So you become more like an authority figure.
Yeah.
And that's what drains the mind.
I love my dog, but we have this like excessive relationship, you know? Like when I come home, I get home and he's just going, arr, 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 I'm here, I'm here, arr, I'm here. I'm like, I see you. You know what I mean? George, stop, stop.
All right, so ready? Surprise, because they don't know.
With Skylar and Nicole waiting outside, Cesar introduces pack member Angel to gauge the dog's level of excitement.
This one is the only one. This one is the only one. That was the only one who was actually growling and ready to pounce, this little one. The meatball, or whatever they call him, the most obsessive one, is actually the most submissive one. to do it with the owners. We'll be right back. Nicole, can you come? You stay right there, Skylar. All right, so I want you to grab, open the door. First, I wanted Nicole to see it because since she's more passive, they can take advantage of her much easier. That touch, snap out of it, and then the sound is just for him to go into that state.
Okay.
See, so this is more normal. This is as okay. For how they were describing him, he wasn't so bad, you know? So from low, medium, high, George was low. See, the perception of people is not always the reality in dogs. Now let's do a little bit of food. So we're gonna do it here. And we keep doing it in this particular place. This is, yeah. See, this one is the obsessive one, but he's already surrendering to it. Yeah, see
He knows he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But he's gonna wait until he gets a chance.
Well.
He just can't stop thinking about it.
Well, you can also condition the mind that smell means stay away. So then you say, nah, not even 2 feet away from the food I want you near.
That's crazy.
You see it?
Yeah.
This is the psychological exercise that you can practice. Now, he's not done. He's done when he goes and relaxes and he gives up. That's why I'm saying that this is psychological, because it takes a lot of, okay, so when is the human going to show weakness? When is the human going to show a little bit of a space, you know, so I can just take advantage of the situation?
Right.
But obviously, you have to supervise in the beginning, you know?
And you're saying he'll give up?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Everybody has a limit. You have a limit, Skylar has a limit, everybody has a limit. So the dog is not touching the food. You can come and sit down. Should we stop the exercise right now? No. Why? Because Sammy is pacing. When should we stop the exercise? When Sammy surrenders. I told Sammy, look, I will remove what makes you anxious, but you have to become submissive.
See, I don't see him ever giving up. Like,
well, we're gonna show him how that sandwich will go away. At that moment when he lays down,
he gives up.
We just remove the plate.
Then remove it. Then he doesn't have to think about it anymore.
That's right. There you go, there you go. There you go. Beautiful. That's what I was looking for.
Wow.
You're telling the dog, you can practice calm submissive state. I know you can. And once you do it, I remove it. That's feeding the mind. Yeah, now I gotta clean the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So I will utilize the sound. Go. Go. The sound to let them know that that's as far as it can come.
Okay.
No matter what she's cooking, no matter what she's opening, no matter what she's touching, we can't cross that brown line. So that becomes boundaries. What you tell the mind is, stay calm.
Yeah.
So being calm allows trust. Being assertive allows respect. Calm, assertive.
Right.
Next, it's Skylar's turn to work with Cesar and the dogs.
You know, this is what I'm saying about the psychological, you know, workout that you can do, like sounds that normally triggers excitement.
Yeah.
You can condition the mind so the mind, instead of being excited, is calm.
Okay.
Right. Okay, you're busy people, I understand. But if I can teach you to do something to challenge a dog, at least at home, with the door, with a dog coming in, bringing food, all of those exercises right there, now we're challenging the dog.
Next, it's Skylar's turn to work with Cesar and the dogs.
This is creating temptation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just in shock.
Yeah. So that requires concentration. This is the second time
Yeah,
we're doing
look at Sammy.
See it? Raya I mean, you saw it. The reason why I brought her first is because in the dog world, she's a lot more calmer than you. So because what these dogs require more is calmness, I brought calm energy with me to support me.
Yeah. So now we're evicting me, right? I have to move on. Just to,
Caesar's moving in, honey. You're out.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, Caesar's pretty powerful. I thought for a second I might lose her. But, you know, I think Cesar respects me, you know, because I'm a comedic genius, so.
It's amazing.
Now I'd like to see that sandwich in Jaden's hands.
Yeah, they hang around the kids because they see the food in their hands as low-hanging fruit. Sometimes we'll let them eat at their little table, and they love to hover around the kids and eat the food.
But then you do it before the kids come in. And so that way, you're setting the dogs to have an understanding about, okay, what about if the food is on that? There you go.
There we go.
Having a tea party.
What about if the food is on that little chair? What do we do? Well, the same thing you were doing when the food was on the ground.
Wherever the food is.
Wherever the food is.
So wait, do you snap before it?
It doesn't matter. Okay. You can do your own sound. It really doesn't matter. It's not really my sound. It's the sound that comes natural to you.
Okay. What's your sound gonna be?
I don't know.
Well, I want to know.
What's your sound gonna be?
Mine's gonna be.
No.
I'm totally gonna do it. Because then I'm gonna have the kids do it.
Whisper.
And my friends are gonna come over and think that's hilarious. The whole house everyone's going.
Oh, God.
Caesar taught us that.
Yeah, that's right.
Next, the group heads outside to test George's aggression towards other dogs.
Yeah, George is real aggressive on the walk.
Yeah, really excited, not aggressive. Look,
Yeah,
that's Hugo over there. See it? It's a Belgian Malinois. Look how he's looking this way. See the alertness?
Yeah.
See what he's saying is, okay, I see excitement coming this way. He's already telling you. So from far away, they start feeling that energy. That's why it's very important, especially for a little dog, not to project that because he becomes a target. Pow!
Yeah.
All right, stop right there, stop. So he now, he's giving avoidance. He's not paying attention to the dog. So here, look. See, still the mind's still excited. See how it goes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
It's like a fan turning off, like, it just like slows down.
So if you control George, and then Sammy, just reinforce that. There you go, now he comes back. What? You stay right here.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that when we do that.
He becomes very antisocial when he's leading.
Okay.
So now that he's in a follower position, he can pass calmly and happy. Look.
I'm so excited to see that your show doesn't have any special effects and it's real. Like, I just thought you knew George Lucas or something. You digitized out. This is amazing that it's like actually happening.
That's my dog.
Yeah, that's
my.
I just want you guys to know this is real and it's happening. Okay.
I was like, wow, there's no tricky editing on the show. There's no special effects. Like what you see is what you get. I thought it was very shocking when we were outside and he was able to just walk the dogs right past a big dog. It's never happened. That's an anomaly. I was staring at that going, what? No.
And the more you walk, the better it gets. There you go.
Everything that he suggested doing, I promise you we were doing the exact opposite in all areas.
Yeah, sure, but not this.
The fixes that he suggested seem so simple, and they kind of are, and I think that's why they work. We were making the fixes so complicated.
There you go, there you go.
I'm looking at it differently now. You hold on the leash, but it's relaxation time. I've always thought, I'm on a walk with dog. This is a task, it's a mission, I gotta get this done, blah, blah, blah. There's an end, and even though it's exercise for them, it's time for us to bond and relax, and I never really thought of it that way at all. But now I'm gonna be more present when I'm walking my dog, which is cool. Great for my dog, great for me.
You do see this dog here, right, George?
Yeah. But now he's following you and not paying attention to everything else.
Yeah.
That's the difference between a dog that is following, a dog that is being followed.
Yeah.
What is a leader in the animal world? Somebody who's really there for the pack, somebody who's going to maintain honesty. Honesty, you walk them every day. Integrity, you're very disciplined, you follow through. And the loyalty is created by affection, by the love, you see it? By him waiting again, it slows him down. Having a dog in your life, it really puts you in a position to be a very compassionate leader.
Every day put out
They
a
say
family?
they need challenging, like daily challenges.
Okay.
I'm quitting my job. I'm gonna be 24 hours a day challenging. Baby, you're on your own as far as rent. When people say, what do you do? I'm gonna say, well, Caesar's the dog whisperer. I'm the dog challenger.
Challenger. That's right.
He's one of the biggest men in comedy or any other field. Star of such comedy specials as Girth of a Nation and Too Big to Ignore. He is Ralphie May.
I'm a dog owner. I'm a dog daddy. I've got an English bulldog that is the most privileged animal in the whole wide world, and she is a big fat bitch. Her name is Hoochie Mama. Hey, big baby. Come here, Jimmy. All right? Hey. I love dogs. Oh my God, they're just the best animals. I'm so lazy. I got one to make me lose weight, and it obviously didn't work because I figured a way to exercise my boxer was with a laser pointer where he follows the red bug, okay, and so he'd run for hundreds of yards in each direction, and I just stood still eating a sandwich, okay, didn't have to move. I'm just horrible. What I need to do is is have you on your little skates and get me exercising, okay? It won't be as fast, all right? And you won't need for those big wheel skates. You can just go little bitty wheels, okay? But that'd be awesome. Wait till you go to my house. I got cookies.
I had a cat like my whole life, like 20-something years, and Ralphie's allergic to cats.
And I was taking like 4 doses of Claritin a day to try to deal with it.
My cat never liked any one of my boyfriends, but he liked him, and he told me years later that he had bacon in his pocket. So that's a good trick to...
I'm fat, that's what we do.
Endearing. You don't carry bacon in your pocket.
No.
I've got 2 dogs. I've got a boxer, and his name is Pimp. He wears a collar that says that bitch better have my money.
Stand-up comedian Lana Turner married Ralphie in 2005. Raising 2 children and a pair of dogs provides some uncomfortable moments that make even a comedian blush.
The problem I have between her and Pimp, Hoochie has a tendency to favor Pimp, give him like indecent cleanings on a regular basis. I had to try and videotape it so that I'd have footage to show you guys. There she goes. Dog porn. Oh, so awkward. There's nothing more creepy than following your dog around with your iPhone trying to capture porn. I just felt so dirty, and they honestly didn't like performing for the camera. Hoochie, you're a dirty bitch.
Pimp's the greatest dog of all time. He's a lover, he's sweetheart, perfect manners, never snaps, never a rude moment. Great road dog, he's been in 42 states. He's protective. I used to live at the end of the notorious hooker stroll on the Sunset Boulevard. There's a lot of pimps and hookers.
One time when a pimp actually knocked on our door and was selling his hooker door to door. And Pimp, our dog, was barking and grrr at this guy because he knew he was bad. And I yelled, Pimp, no, Pimp, sit. And the actual pimp looked at me, tilted his head like, you crazy bitch, and walked in and sat down on the couch. I invited a pimp in inadvertently by telling Pimp to sit.
Yeah, so there's a lesson learned.
Hoochie Mama sometimes displays a protective streak.
Hoochie, when she's near Pimp, gets really aggressive towards other dogs for no reason. She's nearly 60 pounds at 3 inches off the ground. She's an Ottoman moving at you really fast. I mean, Hoochie Mama is a force.
As you can see, this is our neighbor's house. The dog's not even outside, and Hoochie's starting stuff with him. I mean, it's ridiculous. She just has an aggressive attitude to her. She kind of bows up like she's tough when she's a lump of lard. She can't do anything but eat and fart most of the time.
Manners. And I'm afraid she's gonna get hurt too. You know, she starts to fight and a bigger dog will finish it. Manners. How rude are you?
We've really let down our guard with the disciplining.
We're that house on the street that has the mean dogs, and we don't want to be. There's too many children on the street. There's too many dogs on the street to be that person, and too many people walking by. And you know, we're just trying not to be, you know, bad dog parents.
Don't you think that this is one of Pimp's bucket list?
Yeah, this is definitely part of Pimp's bucket list, is to meet Cesar Millan, all right, and the dog whisperer, and get whispered to sweet nothings, you know?
All right, I guess this is the girl, right? All right, go ahead. Sorry, girl, I'm already taken. Go ahead.
There she goes, there she goes.
There you go, there you go. I created an excitement.
Yeah, right.
She likes Mexicans, then that's her. That's really, Mexicans and boxers.
Who doesn't?
That's hilarious.
That's it.
I'm accepted as far as she's concerned.
Yeah, right?
So how bad is she with dogs?
She starts fights, and then Pimp goes into the fight to stop her.
He was aggressive?
He used to be. He'd be like when someone would come to the door or something, he'd go crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, we had him before our children. He was our child before our children. They have no respect for the children. I mean, she'll pull the babies down. If they're holding their leash and another dog comes, they'll pull the babies down.
Yeah, that makes it dangerous.
And it's dangerous.
But
And
how
it's
often you guys work on boundaries?
We travel a lot, so like we've had them both in some dog obedience. And we've done some of the classes where you learn the...
Because they travel so much and work so much and they feel guilty coming back home and Pimp is getting older. If you know how to prevent, you don't have to give consequences.
Right.
But if you miss that second and then the dog is already on somebody else's dog, then you have to, you know, do the consequence.
Yeah.
She's gonna lick him.
Available. He makes himself available.
Yeah, right.
Never return the favor. He's never...
Never.
And you know what's really
Yeah, right.
sad about this scenario is that she can't even lick herself. So
Yeah,
just gets no action whatsoever.
It's no action.
To accurately gauge the level of Hoochie's dog aggression, Cesar moves Pimp to another room. Then he introduces another male, Junior.
All right, let me see this baby girl with my boy right here. You stay right there. I want to see that. I wanted to bring Junior in so I can really evaluate how much intensity is Hoochie Mama projecting to the world.
What? Really?
If I can control your reaction, me bringing a dog into the house, I'm going to win a pack leader position right off the bat. Right?
Are you in love, Hoochie? She's like, oh.
Yeah, she's
Have you
like,
come
hey,
to-
man, play hard to get. He's the one that doesn't want to come in.
Hold on, not yet. So we're doing here's with distance. You stay right there, Junior. It's a little better.
When he was bringing Junior into the house, it was almost a curtain that we couldn't see, but it was the energy that our dog was putting off, right, and starting to amp herself up, okay? And she probably would have amped up faster if she'd been in shape, you know?
And he's avoiding eye contact with her, which is part of the respectful way of being. So now you have a pit bull and a bulldog, you know, two very powerful breeds, interacting with nose instead of the eyes. The anatomy of the bulldog is not really on his benefit physically. They spend a lot of time this way, so they use a lot of eyes. So one thing I wanted to help Hoochie is to get connected to the nose. So she becomes curious about the dog and not so much sight-oriented, which it triggers the bulldog side, which is fight. There you go. There you go. See, Junior is avoiding because that's what he's being told to do.
Boy, he knows.
Watch her lip, watch
Yeah,
her
I know,
lip.
I get it, I get it. Junior, stay right here, buddy.
She wants to fight, huh?
What I did right now is control the level of excitement. She's getting excited. That's why Junior is like getting intimidated. Yeah, so I also have to protect my boy because she can make him a wimp. The excitement leads to dominance.
Look at the hair.
She's gonna lick him. She's
Look at the hair. Look at the ears. Look how he's telling you. Look, she's a little bit too much. He's tense.
But she's acting submissively to him, right? By doing that.
See how he's going like an accordion?
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching a slow motion rape. You know?
I told you I was gonna hook you up with a full figure girl.
Yeah, right.
That's more it. He's just embarrassed.
That's that Crenshaw. That's that Crenshaw.
Nah, that's better.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
See? You're not so tough. Oh, fat baby. Just the correction of her really just changed her whole tone. It's like, oh, this isn't going to be allowed anymore.
See, look, now when he's calm submissive,
Yeah, he's elongated.
Yes,
again.
exactly.
I think the most important thing that we learned today was that we can really correct Hoochie in the moment. Like, we just have to be right on top of her and redirect her energy. And it's really easy, like shockingly easy if you know what you're doing.
So here. So here.
It's different being in the moment than watching it on television. You know, the camera captures a lot, especially in high def. It makes me look fat. I'm not even really fat, and it's just camera. Look at that willpower. The truth is that there's an energy between him and your dogs that convey so much more communication. There's so much more body language. There's so much more, you know, if you put off a positive energy, that you'll get positive back.
I feel like I haven't done much.
I think you have. I think your energy is the lesson.
Is it okay for Pimp to join?
Yeah, I just don't want to put a dog that is, you know, has put a stress, in it.
You know, as far as like disciplining him.
Let's evaluate that at the ranch. It's much easier, you know. We have more dogs there, you know what I mean? It's an open area. So.
I want to see the ranch anyways.
Pimp is getting older, and he hasn't gone for a walk in a long time. And if I'm going to evaluate him, I'm going to evaluate him at the closest thing to heaven. And of course, I never had a pimp in my ranch.
It's 3 weeks later. Lana and Pimp arrive at Cesar's ranch. Ralphie's tour schedule prevents him from joining the group.
Pimp has a certain air about him where, you know, he really carries that name very well.
He's an older guy, so are we going to give a little bit more leverage to an older guy? We're going to give more respect. And, you know, he's a proud guy. He's a pimp, so he has to keep his head high. All right, so we're going to go for a walk. His head was high the whole time. He comes in very cocky.
When the human overrules instinct, the human can say, you know what, that dog, let's just give him space so he can feel good about himself. Let's help him.
This is better. So he follows you off leash?
Yeah.
We are going to use our highest level of calm submissive state. We're going to let Pim just take over our mountain.
So right now what I'm doing is allowing Pimp to actually do whatever he wants. This is good for my pack. My pack doesn't spend too much time around older dogs. And so for them giving him space, they practice submission in front of that. So in a way, we're all looking at a senior dog enjoying himself and giving him the space.
You know, when you love your dog so much and you get to see them have like special milestone experiences, even at the end here, and you know, we don't know how long we have him, but it made his day. He's gonna have a big dog smile for a little while, I think. It's pretty cool.
He's one of America's most famous Hispanic comedians, star of the original Latin Kings of Comedy, and such TV specials as Paul Rodriguez Behind Bars. Won't you please welcome Paul Rodriguez?
My dog is real friendly. My dog he's a Chihuahua. I stay within my own kind. But I like everything about a dog. I like the fact that it won't take my house. I like the fact that it will live with me. A dog will make a man feel el supremo. You know, if you have low self-esteem problems, get a dog. Don't get a cat. You know, they don't know you're in the room, you know. They're aloof. They stare. You know, you try to pet them, they give you their butt. You know, they're not there with you. A dog is there, man. You got their attention. Dog doesn't judge you by how much money you have or what house you live. This is why homeless people have dogs. They don't have cats. A cat in 30 seconds knows how much money you make, where you live. Are you divorced? Do you cook? Your whole hygiene, you know?
Very good.
What are you doing? Come here. You want the pink outfit? You want the pink tutu? I've always liked dogs. There's something noble about dogs, you know. They totally depend on you, you know, but it's about as close as a man comes to being a mother. They ask for nothing, and they give you a lot more than you give them, you know. The reason I have Chihuahuas is because, well, they poop very little, you know.
I've been working with Paul for about 9 years. Because Paul travels so much, I become the primary caretaker of the dogs here at the house. When Paul got the first dog, it was really great because he was so cute. The second dog, it was a little bit more work. And the third dog, I quit and walked out. Yeah, didn't want to do it, couldn't handle it. Luck has it, I forgot my phone at the house, came back, had 2 minutes with Luna, and I loved her. That was that. Everyone loves Luna because she just wants to be loved.
The good things come in threes. Even in comedy, all jokes are in threes. It's a holy trinity, you know? This dog right here, for example, it has learned how to tip over beers, you know? And then it'll drink the beer, half a beer, and he's blotto. He's repetitive, barks the same, you know, rah, rah. Tells me I don't listen to him, I don't love him. I'm trying to get him to a doggy 6-step program. I've never seen you like that. What is wrong with you, huh? Are you drinking again? And then it's Chica, my trouble child, you know?
Chica, she's just really loud. You know, she barks at everyone. No one likes her at all.
It's been difficult to have a girlfriend because of her. She's very possessive and very jealous, you know? Maybe she's channeling my ex-wife, you know? I have a gardener who's been with me for 8 years, and she will bark at him from the minute he walks in to the minute he walks out. You know, I got nephews and nieces that come over here, and she doesn't like kids at all. My publicist, her 2 daughters, for Christmas, I went to buy them some presents. And when we came back, Chica had bitten one, had bitten the little girl.
Since I'm expecting in a few months, I'm a little worried as to how the dogs will react once a child is around here. It's gonna be kind of scary because I can't leave them alone with them. I can't bring the kid over here. That's what I'm afraid of, actually.
I think what the dogs really need is someone who knows how they think. I've seen your show about being a pack leader. This thing is just impeccable. You're gonna get it now. See?
We're gonna fix this the Mexican way. You gotta see a real Mexican right here. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, go ahead, do some of the garden then.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. That's the world's most expensive gardener. But this one's
you
actually...
got like a pack of Chihuahuas here, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Wow, you really represent.
Here's one of the culprits right here. No,
Look, she's social.
Trying to get the ball, she'll growl at you. That's her game.
So if I go get the ball over there?
Yeah, he'll hit you.
Yeah.
It'll growl.
Yeah, growl, but... The growl, well, it's normal, the growl, but it's not an aggressive growl.
No, it's not an aggressive growl. That's really not the worry. The worry is, it just doesn't like children, I guess. That's what it is. My own granddaughter, I can't put her, leave her here. I have to put her up in the room because I'm afraid she'll bite her.
Oh.
She wants that ball.
Yeah, but you can also wait for it. Would you discipline them? I mean, do you play a role there?
Yeah, you know what? It's hard for me to be disciplined. So my way of dealing with it is always like, you know, I just laugh it off. You know?
It's funny because this pack of Chihuahuas live with a comedian. But even in the house of a comedian, dogs need structure. 'Cause without the discipline, Paul can't have his granddaughter with his pack of Chihuahua that he loves so much.
I figured if they duty my floor, if they mess up my floor for me, it's a lot easier to clean it than for me to holler at them. Because look at this face, look at this face.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them. I go, all right, let's say I did it.
Come on, Mexican family.
Cesar plans to ambush Chica. To deflect her anger, he brings along her favorite squeaky toy.
Welcome.
How you doing, man? So we know that this is what she likes, right? So this is actually what redirects her attention from focusing on the sound of the door or the movement of the people. You see, because this is so powerful to her that she really goes as like, well, I don't really care about people. Where is the frog? When I heard her barking, immediately I did the squeaky.
Yeah.
So she associates us with a toy.
With playtime.
With playtime.
Right.
Knock on the door, Swan. See it?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So that's prevention. You can bring sounds. Go ahead. See it here. Now it just is just visual. So you don't.
See, look at that. We're gonna have to get a bunch of frogs for all our friends.
Yeah, just kidding.
For all the kids here. Have a frog. But this one right here, he gets into everything.
Oh, okay.
Look at him. He's hung over right now. Look at him. He's hung over. Look at
Waiting for the ball is more important for her
Yeah.
than throwing the ball 100 times.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that because it's another way of getting behavior.
This is good.
No, don't bite.
Hold that one.
He might get us from it.
No. This is good. This is all psychological. Perro que ladra no muerde, compadre.
Sí.
Perro que ladra no muerde.
That's an old Mexican adage.
Mira.
That's a phrase that we hear from the moment we're born. Perro que ladra no muerde. You know, dog that bark doesn't bite.
This one is a bluff. This is a bluff.
These dogs are more insecure and excited and tense than aggressive.
Like, do it like this one. He's totally ignoring.
That's him.
He barks himself into a coma almost. Sick. He sounds like a 80-year-old guy.
He corrected himself. I'm not angry.
Right.
You know, to me, discipline or authority figure has nothing to do with our parents.
Right.
I have to remind Paul that discipline is love. I hope everybody understands that discipline plays a role in peace, plays a role in harmony.
Stop it. Stop it.
There you go. You have it.
Because, you know, the next step was going to be to get them some Valium. That was the next step, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's the American way.
Yes, the American way.
I'll hold this for you.
Next, Cesar turns his attention to Morgan, who is 3 months pregnant and the primary dog walker in the household.
Right there.
Yeah.
And she won't move now.
That's all right, that's all right. This is very good. That's all right. Don't worry, don't worry. This is all normal.
It's killing me.
Why? She's freaking out on her own.
No,
It's not...
she always yelps for no reason.
Yeah,
But
'cause nobody's pulling her. That's just her freaking out.
There, Mom.
I know.
Come on. You gotta come with me.
Dogs will throw themselves on the ground. Dogs will shut down just to control the walk. And it sounds like you're killing the dog. But if you don't lead, they will lead their own way. She's a good actress, right? She's a good telenovela girl.
Just like what she did on the stairs, you gotta let them throw that out.
Like
You
a
know what I mean?
tantrum, I guess.
It's the tantrum, and they learn to control people that way. So, you know, but if you learned, there you go. See it? In reality, you didn't do nothing wrong. She's the one who's pulling back. But if you start getting nervous and upset and they say,
They got me.
this is how I control her. I just have to make this sound.
It makes us believe that we're hurting her.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Right.
You know, we say, well, we're choking her, but in reality, she was doing it herself, yeah.
It's the best I've ever seen him walk.
Well, I haven't seen him walk at all.
I know you haven't. I know you haven't. Just staying calm, that's better than having a reaction. And that does more for the dog than to react to it and freak out, because then it'll freak out and then it's a chain reaction.
So what do you think, Paul? What do you think?
I think I want to walk him.
Oh, wow.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, you dogs.
Wow.
I'm the big Chihuahua here.
That's
Let's
right.
Go. Chica, don't make me look bad. Don't make me look bad on national TV. Turn the camera off. I'm gonna kickball. I'm using him as a football. Come on.
There you go, there you go. You're right there, you're right there.
Let's go.
Yeah, beautiful. You got it, Paul. That's right.
Come on, come on.
Paul,
Here we
the
go.
Chihuahua whisper.
I'm the Chihuahua holler.
Holler, that's right. Look at that. Woo!
We're gonna go around, boys. Come on, let's go to this Korean restaurant I know. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Come on, we're not at the races in Santa Anita here.
Now this right hand,
Yeah,
like
first time he's ever walked him ever. Right there. Look at that. Crying. It's a good moment.
Very relaxed.
Today, I think I was more emotional about Paul walking the dogs for the first time.
Good girl.
I'm pretty shocked of what happened today. It was amazing. I knew he could do it, though.
You know, these Chihuahuas are in the palm of my hand. You know, I've seen the show on television, obviously, and I've seen miraculous changes. But being in television myself, I said, well, you know, probably they did something. It couldn't be this black and white. Well, it is this black and white. I mean, it's like I have new dogs now, you know?
One day with Cesar, and they're like beyond respectful with him now, and I kind of want that, so I'm a little jealous. So I'm gonna work hard for it.
You know, these Chihuahuas have never been this behaved. It's kind of like riding a bike looks easy, you know, when you're a kid, but you really don't know what it's like until you ride a bike. And I'm gonna ride these dogs. I'm gonna ride them hard. I'm gonna be tough, but I'm gonna be fair. And the main thing is never tie them to the fender of the car. My neighbors are gonna hear a lot of noises, a lot of screams. It's gonna look like I'm abusing my dog. But I'll do what I have to do.
An out-of-control dog is no laughing matter. Fortunately, the canines and comedians I work with are now well on their way to enjoying a more fulfilling life with their pack.
From a distance, Bruce Mead and Miriam Farish look like every other dog-loving couple. But there's nothing ordinary about them or their pets.
Ever since I can remember, we always had animals. The house just never seemed right without animals.
Miriam's the one, she sort of coaxed me into a lot of stuff. And, you know, I'm sort of more of the father figure, the supporter. That's a little more my role.
So we have Daisy, Olivia, Louie, and Lily, 2 cats and 2 dogs. Louie has 3.5 legs. He was our first special needs animal. He came to us with a cast on his back leg and his other back foot amputated.
We've got Olivia on a trip to San Francisco. She was at a truck stop, and nobody was there to take her. There was no chip, there was nothing involved in trying to identify her. She had no collar on, nothing.
3 years after they rescued Olivia, Bruce and Miriam adopted a dog with special needs named Daisy.
Daisy was born blind and deaf. We came across Daisy's picture at a pet store, and we knew the odds of her finding a home was going to be slim. When Daisy first came home, she was pacing, nervous, wouldn't sleep.
It was a bear out of the gate trying to adjust to Daisy because she was just so crazy and we didn't know what to do with her. Nobody had any information. I put baby protection on everything so Daisy can go anywhere, run into anything she needs to run into.
She bonded immediately with Olivia, and Olivia instantly became her eyes and ears.
While the bond between the 2 dogs strengthened, Daisy remained aloof from her owners and even began displaying signs of aggression.
And that was devastating for us. You know, it's odd to come home and not have your animals run up to you and greet you.
Miriam and Bruce desperately sought advice regarding Daisy, only to discover that few resources are available on dogs that are both blind and deaf.
We had one trainer who was willing to come in and just gave us some advice and said, this is how you deal with her aggression, this is how you deal with her not sleeping, pacing, and it'll take a couple years, but she should come around. Putting Daisy on a schedule was the first step because Daisy started to trust us then.
With the new trust, Daisy achieved a breakthrough under Miriam's patient guidance.
I'm so proud of my Daisy. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Daisy is amazing with people, and she loves people. She has no problem meeting them. But that same person could walk into her home, and she will not be the Daisy that you see. She gets incredibly anxious and nervous and becomes a different dog. She goes into this different state. It's hard for me to watch her go through this because she's circling. She's even more nervous than she usually is.
Concerned about Daisy's reaction, Miriam asked the camera crew to step outside.
Miriam has a very special bond with Daisy.
I feel like Daisy and I have a
relationship where she tells me when it's too much, and I know when enough is enough.
Millie, come here.
I've watched other dogs, and it seems like they're confused. And so they either turn aggressive or they just turn and walk away.
They don't know what to make of her. They usually try to bite her, or, you know, if they try to sniff her, she goes crazy.
Okay. Well, when we went through the acclimation process in the beginning, we didn't realize that dogs were going to behave different towards her than, say, when they meet Olivia.
Olivia just took on the role of looking out after Daisy in that response, which became difficult for us. We feel guilty because Olivia took on so much of Daisy while we were trying to raise her, and we didn't know when to stop Daisy. And she spends 24/7 with her, and we could see the stress weighing on Olivia. We just don't know where to draw the line, and now the aggression is very sad to see, because we feel like it's a direct response to what we did or didn't do correctly when we brought Daisy in.
What a good girl you're being.
I would love for Cesar to be able to help Daisy to acclimate to other dogs, to not be so fearful. She stresses a lot because she doesn't understand a lot.
As is often the case, the owners have their story, and the dogs have a completely different tale to tell.
So how can I help you guys?
Well, we have two dogs, Daisy and Olivia.
Okay.
We rescued Daisy at 3 months old, and she was born blind and deaf. And Olivia we had before Daisy. They have this very, very strong connection, but we're afraid that in spending so much time caring for Daisy, we neglected to support Olivia, and she may now be acting out because of Daisy's obsessive behavior and connection with her. And our two main problems with Daisy is she cannot handle people coming into her home, and she cannot meet other dogs.
This is a dog that can be easily being bullied. If you start worrying with the dog at the same time, you're just adding energy to the problem.
Interesting.
When somebody panics with you, the trust level goes out the window.
See, it was always difficult because we didn't know to be a role model to Daisy. She can't hear and she can't see.
She can feel.
So that's what I'm saying. So now that you pointed that out, she can feel that.
Oh, man, they're born blind and deaf. The mother is scent before sight, before sound.
Oh.
If you don't feel good, they're gonna pick up on that.
Right.
See, a dog is a reflection of human behavior. So once you stabilize yourself, you stabilize the whole entire house. Really, how I do the show is pure intuition. I don't know anything about the case. I never met the people, I never met the dogs, and I just get a feeling. And to my intuition say, don't tell them to go away. They have to actually witness that their story is not reality.
She's a little stressed from the, from the change.
But do you think it's a bad stress or a good stress?
To us, we view it as bad because when she would do that, she would do it when something was different or she was uncomfortable.
But the tail is not between the legs, so that's good. Ears are not stick to the back, like when they're really stressed, the ears are stick to the back.
Right. Oh, okay.
Daisy was never stressed out. When a dog goes in circles, especially dogs like Daisy, they're picking up on the scent. It's 5, 6, 7 new people in her house. When you see dogs doing search and rescue, that's what they do.
Oh.
Where is the strongest scent come from? And then, boom, they take over.
Right.
The circling was my biggest concern. I always viewed that as bad or her being fearful or scared, and the first thing he said was that it was okay and normal and it's what you want.
You're saying that's not stress, and that's how we used to view it.
She's figuring it out.
Right.
To me, that was end of the day. That was perfect.
How do you correct her if she wants to get into like a food or like the trash or anything like that?
That's not always easy.
We just pull her down. Like if she jumps on the counter, you pull her down.
Can we do that?
Sure.
Is that okay, measure? Because if you pull her away, that doesn't create the understanding of not doing it again.
Right.
All right, so here.
Oh, hello. Stay.
That touch is just to slow the brain down. That's all it is. Right there. This to create a little distance. This is the bubble right here. The brain's still focusing on smelling, but we are saying keep a distance to the scent. See, look, see it? So this doesn't move away.
Okay.
If this moves away, the brain never learned to stay away.
Oh.
And if the tail ever goes between the legs, then your job is just to go grab her, keep her there. Oh, that's actually really good.
That's when she's letting you know she wants something.
Well, and guess what? Because she's waiting, I'm gonna reward that.
Oh.
I just saw that she's in a waiting state.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I want, right?
Right.
When you pick up a scent, go to a waiting state. That's the block mechanism, that's the control mechanism.
Okay.
I really, really love Daisy as a teacher. That's a dog that teaches you about the nose of a dog, and that's what I love about a dog, you know, is how different he is from me.
Next, Cesar summons a member of his pack named Buddha.
I'm gonna bring a dog that I know he's not going to react negatively, and I'm gonna bring pretty much just the scent. Just relax. So I'm gonna control this one. So here, this is like almost hunting. There you go.
Yeah, she does that.
I'm gonna snap the brain out of it. She's hunting. If you were to pull from the back, she will take it as that's what we're doing.
Oh, she does.
Then she grounds herself even more.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
This is good.
She's looking,
I'm
asking
not, I know.
"Honey, what should I do?"
So here I'm gonna help. She's getting closer to the smell. What I'm saying again, keep distance to the smell.
Okay.
Because she has the eye contact. She doesn't have the eye contact, so we don't have to worry about the fight here.
Okay.
Right? So we're keeping her outside the circle so she can learn from the one who can actually teach best.
Oh, wow.
I had to continually calm myself down through the whole process. And then once I saw Olivia calm and then saw that Daisy really was not that concerned about it, again, I went to, okay, this is obviously not their problem, it might be mine.
Yeah. If you stay calm, the other dogs stop.
It's huge.
Look,
Very cool.
See? That means...
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
See?
Sorry.
That is funny.
Let me explain to you what's happening. She's still here with us. It's just outside the bubble. Therefore, we have control. That's a permission eye contact. See it? Is that okay? This is beautiful. Good. Sideways, I'm okay with that. Very, very gently. And you relax. There you go. That's good. She's giving sideways, so everything is good. You're paramedic. See, she didn't like the head on the top of him.
Oh.
So, one thing that is not good is when she goes on the shoulder. She put her head up. That's when he did this.
Oh.
So no dominance.
Right, wow.
And then as soon as she gave up on it, he gave up on it. I told him from 0 to 10, this is 1. 10 being bad, red zone. This is not even close to dominance or territorial.
I guess I misread her.
Just a little bit. Should we go for a walk?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
We go?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always like this.
I didn't even...
Oh man, it was painful to see Marianne walking a dog that way. You see, Daisy didn't care that she was blind and deaf. I'm gonna pull this human because she's tense. See, yeah.
Right.
Like, see, there's a lot of tension.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. It's awful.
Yeah,
They have a lot of things on the dog. You know, the harness, they have the junction, they have a collar. You have all the tools in the world here.
I also am very nervous about if Daisy were to get away, if her leash were to break, what would happen? And so I carry that anxiety as well.
Okay. Well, it's like an armor.
Yeah, we don't mess around there. The
No.
anxiety.
The way she was holding it is like, well, just let it out. I mean, the dog is blind, the dog is deaf. He's not gonna harm anybody.
That's good.
I got it, yeah. When you transition a dog from pulling to following, they're gonna put up a fight. Oh, this is all good, okay?
Okay.
This is all, it's new to her, right? She's normally used to feel tension. The meaning of this leash and that part of her neck is just for her to relax.
Right. Okay.
It's how you react to the situation is more important.
Okay.
We were fully convinced that we were going to have to keep her on that harness permanently because that was the only way to steer her.
Next, Cesar brings out another member of his pack, named Argos.
This guy, we rescued him in Spain. Spain, if the dog doesn't hunt properly, they break their legs.
Oh my God.
Cesar uses Argos to show Miriam and Bruce the correct way to let another dog pass.
There. The smell is not a problem. But see, there's no moving towards. And I'm not using that much power, even though I have 2 dogs.
Okay. Right.
Obviously, me doing it is one thing.
Sure.
You have to do it.
Okay.
Didn't think I would be able to walk the 2 dogs.
Okay,
okay,
so
wait. That's you going to for a
not
war
sure
like
what's
that.
happening.
Short, but not tense.
Okay.
See it? No words today. Just walk. Just
So
same W without. Just go this way.
Okay, Olivia, come here.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
What do you? What kind of energy you think you're using? How do you feel, honestly? Just say it.
I'm a little nervous,
That's
not
right.
nearly as
That's
nervous,
right.
but
That's right.
I am nervous, and
That's right.
I don't know why.
That's right. It doesn't matter why. The point is, see, that's where honesty comes in. So if I say, how do you feel? You think honesty. I feel nervous. There's nothing wrong.
Right.
Then you start calming down. So dogs also play an important role for us to go into a meditation state. Because meditation state is about letting go. Yeah, that's better. There you go. See, even your eye contact change.
Mm-hmm.
What are you focusing right now?
I'm just staring.
Nice, that's right.
We're usually doing something, grabbing Daisy or holding back Olivia, and none of that was happening. So it was very quiet.
There you go, that's right.
Hey,
Nice.
acting like this is a dance step.
Nice.
It felt great. It felt empowering.
Yeah, that's good, right there, you got it. This is it. You got it. You go, just go around, keep going.
Oh.
There you go. Yes, my God, that's right, you got it. That's right.
Nothing
You're
more
calm,
calming
baby.
than 10 men in front of you with a camera.
That's good, good. Then I teach her to walk 3 dogs. So the more I was putting on her, the more I forced her to focus to stay balanced. It's funny because the more I challenge her, the more she did this. The more you focus on them,
Right.
right? This is about trust. Yeah, this is trust at its best. I think the message of the story is what we call handicap. It's not what a dog thinks as handicap. Handicap to them is their inability of being happy. That's handicap. To us, handicap is physical. To them, is mental. To them, is emotional. To them, is spiritual. You know, so when we deprive a dog from being a dog, we handicap them.
Thanks so much.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
feel more relaxed?
I do, absolutely.
I love the stories, though.
Daisy changed our lives. She opened my eyes to special needs kids. She opened my eyes to what parents go through and the strength that these parents have to deal with special needs kids. People ask me, do you ever wonder or think about if Daisy wasn't blind or deaf? And I say that wouldn't be Daisy.
Hi, you cute boy.
I've been a dog lover since I was a little kid. When I see them, I stop, I want to talk to them. And that, really came about the last 10 years. It just got really strong.
So strong that after this successful Canadian businesswoman sold her company, she dedicated her life to animal rescue.
In June 2009, the Humane Society in Edmonton, Alberta said, if you really want to help, why don't you load up the Gulfstream plane that you have access to and bring us some small breed dogs? It's a win-win situation because what we did is we brought small breeds from California who definitely were going to be euthanized.
Despite the fact that Jan has devoted so much of her life to saving dogs, she didn't have one of her own.
RJ came into my life in April 2011, and I was the fortunate one who was able to adopt him at a charity event. I had to have RJ the minute I laid eyes on him. And it's just been, like, he's totally changed my life since the day I took him home.
What's going on?
RJ is an amazing little dog. He looks at you like he knows what you're thinking. He picks up your moods, he's there. He just makes you feel so happy.
But Jan's unique living situation aboard a yacht in a Huntington Beach marina triggered a fear in RJ that no one could have foreseen.
Within about a week, he is strolling down the dock. He's a puppy. He thinks everything's fine, and he fell in the water. Instinct did take over. He started to dog paddle, but had no idea what he was doing. So I pulled him out. He looked at me as if to say, this is not what we're going to continue to do. So we had another 2 incidents like that. By the 3rd time, he figured out, okay, you know what, I've got to watch because if I step over here, I'm going in. And so he's very careful. He could jump, play on the dock. He would never fall over off again. And that's been quite a while since that's happened. Where you go? Go. Come on, you can jump. You can do it. He won't jump from the dock to the boat because he can see the water in between. So, I mean, we've worked at it, and he just sits there and he'll wait. I can come in here and be in the boat for 2 hours, and he'll just sit out there and wait because he will not make that jump. Go, okay, over we go again. One day we headed down to the Huntington Dog Beach. You know, he walks down there and everything's fine, and I'm thinking, okay, this is great. Come on. We get closer and closer and closer to where you could really hear the waves, and the brakes went on, and I thought, okay, this is just his first time. And I mean, it was a real performance. He was scared. Okay, come on, let's go. I'm not gonna hurt you, come on. And we went down again. And every time we have gone, it's gotten worse because even before we even hit the wet sand and he hears the waves, the brakes go on. And it's not because I want to get him in the water swimming. That's not what this is about. What I would like is so that he can go to the beach and play and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy other dogs without being so traumatized. As his little heart just goes, you pick him up and his little heart's just pounding. It would be nice if he would just realize he's not going to be killed by the waves.
How can I help you?
Well, I hope you can actually help RJ, my pup.
He looks like a water dog.
Well, he's an Australian Labradoodle, and everyone's like, what are you talking about? Of course he should like the water. He's just terrified. He just is traumatized. He plants himself, he runs, he digs in the ground. It's just, and he's not even in the water. He will not jump from the boat to the dock because there's that little bit of water that there's a little separation.
It's an honor to help people when they have such a big heart. But at the same time, they need a little bit of knowledge.
Here you go, baby.
There you go.
Be brave.
To help this anxious water dog overcome his fear of water, Cesar decides to start the session on shore, using Jan as a motivator.
So for some dogs, their motivation is not the toy, it's not the food, it's not another dog, it's just they're human. And they have a really nice bond relationship. I want RJ to miss Jan. And so create a little bit of this pulling. Come on, take me to her. There you go. I'm gonna let him do that. I had no idea where his insecurity will begin. All right. It began right by these cables, by these yellow cables. That's where it began. This line right here. See the tail went down? He's curious, but he's concerned. I'm waiting for that moment, just for him to cross that border. You know the border that I jumped was higher than that. Go ahead, dude. See the tail? And it's that little gap. That's why it's just a little gap. But that gap begins all the way from here. And that's when I need 2 leashes. One for him to pull me and the other one for me to give direction. So I'm gonna use this just to unstuck him. I can wait. He's doing it again. But then at the end of this area of the dog, it wobble a little bit, which is normal that any dog feels a little uneasy. This much of a distance, right? But to him, it's a big milestone. There you go. Oh, look at this one. This is him on his own. This is good. Look. This is the leash that gives the direction. Here. This one right here. Then you relax. As soon as you see there is some sign of good boy. Turn it around. This is almost, look. The 3rd or 4th time it was perfect for Jan to come in. So he sees that she also wanted him to do it. And you're gonna see that once the owner do it, it's gonna be even much easier for him. And at that time, he was already in the zone. So just go all the way to there. Going out is very easy for him. Coming in is where he has
Let's
to.
go. Come on.
See, going out, so there, I let him pull. Yeah, there you go. Just, see, here is, because it's so wobbly, this is what he has a more difficulty. All right, so see, I told you that with the owner, he was gonna do much better.
No matter what you're doing, whether it's something like with the dog whisperer or whether it's work, it doesn't matter what it is, but if you've asked someone for help or you've asked someone to give your opinion, well, if you don't listen, then don't waste their time and don't waste your own. Today, I really practiced what I always preach because I wanted to hear what he had to say. It was magical watching it.
Good boy.
Normally, I tell people, don't give affection yet, but this guy goes into a calm state so quick that you give an affection to that, so you're rewarding calmness. When he gets nervous and you go, come on, baby, see, you weaken yourself as far as he's concerned. He's already hesitating, therefore he's weak. And if you go, oh, it's right. Just walk towards the boat, relax, just...
It helped me so much, helped me to realize that what I do affects RJ so much.
There you go, nice,
Hey,
yes.
RJ.
Nice. Good. But it was obvious to me that she had that side of her. I mean, you don't achieve things in life this big being soft. Now, the beach can bring a different element. It's not as easier to control the wave. I observe how Jan gets the dog out of the car. The dog is comfortable. RJ's fine. Nice. So all the way here, he's happy. Look at him. That's nice. That's really nice.
Gorgeous.
Then we start going towards the beach, and she started pulling the dog back. He said, no. You want him to drag you to the beach. This is the time where you break the rules. I'm gonna take advantage of this state of mind because I want to take him to a high level of excitement, because if high level of excitement is here, fear can't get in. This is when you need the flexi leash. Nice. So I'm taking the brain, I'm putting the brain in ecstasy of excitement. The beach is ecstasy. You gotta use whatever the environment, the situation, life gives you. If you don't see the signs, if you don't see what's available to you, and then that's not their fault. That's gonna be your fault. Keep walking, keep walking. RJ is a sensitive little kid who gets playful. That's RJ.
We have a run. This is amazing. We've never got past the dry sand. Poor RJ doesn't realize how close he is. When RJ would go to want to play, I would pull him back and say, no, you know, and just let him go. And I would always be ready to stop him from doing what comes naturally, which I finally got today.
Sometimes just giving them space allows you to achieve what your intention is. Right. You know, that's just being a leader.
That was pretty amazing for that quick on the boat, Cesar.
Yeah.
It really was.
So here you can bring the, you know, the flexi leash. You can bring the flexi leash or something. Just give him, you know, it's just to give a little bit so you can study him. There you go. And then when he's in that state, you bring the sound. That's when you say, good boy, that's my boy. That's when you do it.
Okay.
You know, that's when people should say, it's okay. People say it's okay when the dog is nervous, and they say, no, I'm telling you, it's not okay. That's what I'm saying.
That's so true, isn't it? It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. And then
Right.
they just, yeah.
This is when you say it. When they're proud. When they're not proud. Yes.
Good boy.
Yes.
Oh, look at, now here we go.
Good boy. That's my boy. Good boy.
Unreal.
So your job is to make sure that every second of his life, he feels that way. And when he feels unsure, you can't feel unsure as well, so you have to just help him right back.
Okay.
That's really close. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, wow, this is good. When I start digging and all that, it requires self-confidence.
The digging, I used to stop that. It would be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? He's a dog.
That's right.
Oh my, you're having so much fun. And you don't even know where you are.
Yeah, this is happiness.
This is what it is? He's just happy?
This is happy. Oh, God.
Oh, this is too cute. He's just having a ball.
He's having a bird. Oh, God.
You are so smart.
That's what the brain learned today. Excitement, ecstasy, and trust, relaxation. It doesn't get no better than that. That's a great day.
Good boy.
Here, come on, come on,
I am a dog lover. I'm very sensitive to dogs, and there's just an energy about dogs that I love. I went and looked at a litter of standard poodles, and basically, Jessie picked me out of the litter. She's an amazing dog. She's very social. She loves people, but if I walk in the door, it's like, hey, he's here. I have to follow him now. So there's just something about her. There's just this energy, and we have this connection with each other.
Say hi.
My niece originally purchased Piper, and my brother told my niece Megan she couldn't keep Piper because they had 3 dogs already. So I happened to be at the office one day, and Megan showed up with Piper, told me she was looking for a home for her. So I called Bob immediately and asked if I could bring Piper home. And I did for a weekend, a trial weekend, to see if our dog, Jessie, got along with her. And they hit it off, and we decided to keep her.
Come on, Piper, say hi.
My first impression of Piper was that she was shy, and her shyness progressed quickly. Within a week, Piper was completely scared of me and Bob and people.
Come in.
The doorbell rings, somebody comes to the door, and it's somebody she doesn't know. She scoots away as fast as could be and run around to some other part of the house. Our bedroom and our bed is her safe haven. She feels that's her place. And she will sit there and she will watch from there. And out on the street, the same thing. When somebody wants to get near her, she gets away from them as fast as she can.
Say hi, Piper, come on, say hi.
Walking Piper, everybody wants to touch her. Everybody wants to pet her, and everybody compliments Piper and says how beautiful she is, and they do. They try to pet her, and she cowers right away, or she'll run and hide behind me, or, as far away as possible.
But if it's a dog, that's totally different. She goes up to every dog. In the morning, she is like, climbs on both of us. She's totally like playful, happy.
The playful side of Piper is the best side of Piper. It's what I want her to be on a daily basis, and I want everybody to see that side of Piper because she is an amazing, loving dog.
What I hope Cesar can do for me is to tell me how I can change what I do to bring her out, because I am stumped.
My biggest dream is for Piper to be just an average, happy-go-lucky dog that can go anywhere with us.
How can I help you?
Well, what we're looking for with our dog Piper is to help her be more social. She's very skittish of people.
Okay.
And us even at home.
No way. For how long?
Since we've had her.
We've had her for 1.5 years.
Oh.
I can't walk up to her to pet her, and she won't come to me if I call her. If I walk up to her, she'll run.
But if I sit down here and I'm just sitting, and I'll say, come up here, she'll hop up with me.
So when she comes to you, she's fine. It's when you go to her that she's
Exactly, yeah. If you let her come to you, that's fine.
How long does it take for her to come to you?
It takes a while, it does. It's not right away. I can't sit on the couch and she'll jump up right away.
Well, now, and the other thing is she loves dogs.
That's great.
She will go up to big dogs, little dogs, even barking dogs.
Yeah.
Now, on top of that, we have a standard poodle.
Oh.
And she, like, when we're walking, is the opposite. She doesn't like other dogs. She loves Piper, took to her immediately. But if you go outside, well, I have the 2 of them. Piper wants to say hello. Jessie wants to eat them. But she loves people.
Right.
But yeah, we thought Piper would learn from Jessie, the social aspect of Jessie being so friendly with people that come over, but
did you
she
have
doesn't learn
Piper
that.
on a leash at that time?
No.
Oh, because in order for Piper to learn from Jessie, you need to have the option of flight. Otherwise, she's just going to go into the room.
Right, and not learn anything.
She goes into the bedroom, and that's her safe place on the bed, and she'll just sit there and watch from a distance.
Right. We can use Jessie to get us closer to Piper, and we can use Piper to teach Jessie to be social with other dogs. We just have to find what works for them and just be consistent with it. You got to build self-esteem. All right, I think hands-on is better than talk.
Okay.
Cesar begins his hands-on assessment by introducing a member of his pack named Molly.
Jessie.
Instead of pull it away, just keep it right here. Hey, this is not aggression, so that hey, no, you don't have to worry about it. This is dominance. That's all she wants to impose, the dominance part. And the touch, which you're already doing it with this, is just to snap the brain out of it. So we're not saying not to be close to the dog, we're just saying how to be close to the dog. And she's ready to pounce, right? You see? Bring it in. There you go.
So my job here is just to keep the eye contact away. That will not trigger her fight.
See that?
See it? Right here. That. Just to snap the brain out of it. So what I'm seeing is the signs when she gets quiet like that. She's gonna have an episode. All right. So now I'm getting to know her. Okay. So I'm not gonna let her stay there too long because then we're gonna see the barking. But as you saw, she had the episode. I addressed it, snap her out of it, and send it back.
Yeah, I was impressed that she stood there.
Yeah. So we're not moving until the brain relaxes. That's how they learn.
Just is dominant. Just is, level 10. But see, dominance is not aggression, so I'm not concerned about it. She's not gonna get any worse than that or any less than that, so she's just gonna stay there. So I'm just gonna ask her to give me a little bit of time so I can just focus on her sister.
Wow.
Cesar begins his rehabilitation by working one-on-one with Piper in the backyard.
Wow. Okay, so we're not gonna approach the way predators approach, which is towards. We're just gonna approach around and create a circle. I just hope we don't mess this beautiful garden. So I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. This would be nice if she can follow me here. So my goal is just to create that. So I'm gonna bring it back, there we go. So I'm gonna keep him right here in the circle, there we go. As long as the brain is moving, we're fine. That's perfect. The whole point is that I can tell the brain, I can make you go in certain direction. So now I'm gonna send it in the other direction. There you go. Almost like sheep herding. That's good. That's nice. That's good.
When I'm working with any dog, especially a dog that is so sensitive like Piper, I have to bring just pure patience and calmness.
This is good. This is the confrontation part. See, you gotta be very gentle. She's telling you, look, she's telling you, I'm gonna move this way. Your job, look at my leg. Look at my leg. See, this leg is communicating. I'm blocking this way. That's nice. This is, there you go, that's really good. Now the dog's studying, I'm gonna move back. Say, how can I remove that pressure away from me? So I have to answer when she is going into a little submission. So that's actually really good. So I'm asking her to face me.
It's very important the Piper face me every time I enter really close to her, because that's really the reality. Everybody's gonna come towards her. But I wanted her to have a good experience from a new person.
This is like dancing. I have to be the one who knows how to make the moves. She's just telling me I don't know how to dance. That's right. I'm not even gonna move her. I'm just gonna put the leash on. Let her digest a little bit what just happened, right? She had no idea that this human means no harm. See, she's facing me.
That's really what I wanted her to perceive. The people coming towards you, they mean calmness. That's pretty much the big picture, and that's why I was so determined that every time I entered, she was looking at me.
I'm going back again, right? Just very casual, very relaxed. There you go. Face to face. That's right. That's okay. That's right, very good, right there. And I'm gonna touch right here. Touching the top will make the head go down. I wanna touch under so I can raise the head so she feels proud. There you go.
Once you start, you can't quit, you can't. I didn't mind the fight, I did mind the flight, especially created by me. And that's why we needed to do it very slowly. Once Piper was able to do the exercise and I was able to come up with a strategy and create a new pattern, I'm just gonna say, okay, I created a pattern, I'm just gonna put the same strategy into the bedroom.
We're gonna tell her when to. This is good, right? There you go. There you go. That's all you want.
Wow.
That's all. Because you're saying don't listen to the flight.
just listen to me. And once you listen to me, this tension will go away. That's all you're saying. As soon as you make the brain move forward, just let it go.
Right.
The rest, you have to do it on her own. The only purpose of the leash is to block the flight.
Yeah.
Right.
So the whole point of tools is to outsmart the animal.
I hope you're getting all this.
Yes.
I know, take notes, take notes. What a dog in that situation wants is to run away or for you to walk away. But then I'm gonna say, look, give me a little bit of calmness and I walk away. I give you what you want, but you gotta give me what I need.
Right. So,
she just walked away.
so hold on to it.
Yeah, that's right here, look. So what you gotta do is you gotta calm yourself down. He's a little too...
I am.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, it was too much. So that's what she moved away from you.
Okay.
Because your assertive energy was too high.
What I picked up mainly is I need to be more calm with Piper when I approach her. And what Cesar has taught me is to approach her in a different way, in a calmer manner, and not so assertive.
Oh, you didn't even have to touch the leash.
No, she was okay.
Yeah, you were cool.
I'm happy because somebody's told us, here's what you should be working on, specifically. Hopefully it'll keep getting her, like today, seeing her start to be comfortable with all these people around was amazing.
We should do like a walk together with the pack so we can tailor this in a better way for Jessie. I think we should do it at my ranch with my pack.
Definitely up for that. I think Cesar did an amazing job. I saw big improvement in Piper already today, and it was great. Thank you, Cesar. Couldn't be happier.
So as I promised to the guys that I was gonna do a pack walk with them, more than anything, I wanna evaluate Jessie with my pack. This is a very happy-go-lucky pack, so it's a perfect pack to evaluate an older dog. Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Welcome to the ranch.
Thank you.
Since Cesar was last with us, it's just amazing some of the changes in Piper. I mean, really, she comes out on the sofa and she calms down pretty quickly. She kind of wanders around and is watching what's going on, and that's a huge change.
Come on, this way, guys. Let's give them direction. I want to see Piper and I want to see Jessie to experience an off-leash experience. So I don't want to put any structure in the first day of freedom in a way. You know, you can be in the front, it's not a problem. You have a great pack, nothing bad is going to happen. Your dog's still calming down, adopting the energy of the pack, so they're just exploring.
It was amazing. I mean, I wish she could do this more. She seems so happy.
And she's becoming part of that pack instead of coming so much out there on the human. That's her DNA. I want Carlos and Bob to see that naturally, look how far the dogs go on their own. They have 43 acres. They can just run and take off, but that's not their intention because 30, 40, 50 feet away, they went away from us. And that's as far as they go because their leadership or their friendship is here.
I love to see them like this. I was amazed. I didn't expect Jessie to be as calm as she was. So it was pretty amazing. It was well worth it today to come out here and see Jessie interact with other dogs because she's never done that before.
I just wanted to see what's possible, you know, especially with Jessie.
Yeah,
So she can...
no, I'm shocked that she's...
And you guys do an amazing job with Pipers. It is an improvement and
Yeah,
just
big
happiness.
improvement.
Yeah, and we're attached to that experience, you know what I mean?
I think that we're calmer and everything feels a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's helped her, it's helped us. And so that's been an amazing thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the experience.
Oh,
It was
thank you.
awesome. It was fun.
Thank you very
Bye,
much.
Piper and Jessie. A dog's natural desire is to be grounded and balanced. Daisy, Olivia, RJ, and Piper have all made tremendous progress in achieving that goal.
Hi, Cesar. So it's been a little over a month since you were last here, and we're doing really, really well. I'm able to walk both the dogs now, and Daisy's doing a lot better as well when it comes to meeting new people and new dogs.
Thanks,
Cesar. Cesar.
Hey, Cesar. It's been a month and a half since we've met with you, and RJ is just doing amazing. Jumps back and forth onto the boat, no problem. Loves the beach, digging. Loves the waves. Just been great. You worked a miracle. Thank you so much.
Hey, Cesar. It's Carlos and Bob. Just wanted to give you a quick update on our girls. Jessie and Piper have been doing amazing since your last visit a couple weeks ago. We've seen so much improvement in both of them.
Well, Piper's been doing incredibly well. So now we can take the dogs to brunch.
Thank you, Cesar.
Every pet needs to feel safe and secure. Helping your dog overcome fear is an important step in building a healthy and fulfilling life.
I am the dog whisperer.